What's up, everybody? It's me, Jeremy. You guys are watching Inside the Coils. Tonight, we're going to be going over what I should have been going over last week, but I was exhausted. There's a lot of crap going on. Needless to say, I just kind of stepped back for the night. It was kind of a much needed thing. But we're gonna dive into what my thoughts and opinions were about the Gettysburg Reptile Expo LLC this past weekend. And I was hoping some of the co-hosts would have joined, but hey, whatever. So let me go ahead. We'll run the first thing of channel sponsors, and then we'll kind of go over some of the stuff that's going on here, go over how I did at the show. I will tell you this much: I was super pleased with the show. But yeah, we'll go through some of that. This was supposed to be just kind of a chilled, laid back, talk about how the show went. So since it's just me solo, it might be really short. It might not be a very long show. We'll see. But let's go ahead and see if I can't finagle all of this good stuff here. Let's run some channel sponsors, guys.
ShedTesting.com is your premier choice when it comes to shed testing. Charlie is adding new tests on a regular basis, so make sure to stop by often to see what's been added to the website. Let ShedTesting.com shave years off of your breeding plans. They're fast, accurate, and can't be beat. Don't forget to use the code CARPET15 at checkout to save 15% off of your order. ShedTesting.com. Use the best.
Make sure you check out Nathan at Infinite Possible Pythons. He is your guy to go to if you want to get into the Bang project. On top of it, he's working a bunch of awesome ball python projects. Kahua geckos, Leachianus geckos, crested geckos, some scaleless corn snakes, and he is your one-stop shop for all your branding needs. So check him out. Check out Chris Shelley over at S Reptilia if you need a high-end ball python, blood python, locality boa, or colubrid. He's also Pennsylvania's distributor of Coco to Go and the Chipper, and he can also hook you up with some rats. So make sure you guys check out Chris over at S Reptilia.
Thank you very much to all the sponsors. We'll run the last little go around here after the show goes on for a little bit. Hold on 1 second, folks. Sorry about that. Got a tickle in the old nose. Let's go through, say hi to some channel members here and everybody that's watching. Jason, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, channel member. And JNS, James Perry, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully everybody, please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Greatly appreciate all the love and support. So let's go over some of the things that's going on here. We are awaiting Clutch 13 to drop, so very exciting. That pairing there was a pastel GHI Exantic Clown to a blackhead Mojave Yellow Belly, so should get some pretty cool babies from that one. Like I said, she was due the 24th, I think, so we're a little bit past due date, but almost all the girls this year have laid about a week beyond their due date this year for some reason. It was just kind of a routine here. So hopefully she lays this week and we get a nice clutch from her. Like I said, that'll be clutch 13. There's at least 2 more, if not 3 more clutches that should be laid. I've got 2 girls that I do have their pre-lay sheds on. Got 1 girl that I am 98% sure is going to go. I'm just waiting for the ovulation on her. And then we got to see about some of these other girls that are, coming online as far as their follicle development, because there are girls that are starting to smash food like crazy. The Exantic Orange Dream girl, you cannot feed her enough at the moment. If I've had a leftover rat from feeding at all, it goes to her, and she's been smashing them like crazy. So I think she might even maybe go this season. We'll see. But, it's one of those things you gotta, just kind of go with the flow of it. I mean, everything this year is very Exantic heavy. So a lot of head Exantic stuff, a lot of, visual Exantic stuff. I will say this, the Exantic stuff, I think it's a little bit on the hot commodity at the moment. I'm not going to lie. talk more about that though. We've also got a lot of clutches that have hatched. I just sent a bunch of sheds off to Charlie up at shedtesting.com. Let me go ahead and run that banner for Charlie. But sent some sheds up to him this weekend, and that will, depending what he tells me on that stuff, it will determine, basically when I get the next video out. Because the next clutch I'm waiting to do the unveiling of was a bang clutch, which I'm super happy with how that one turned out. But it is a bang clutch, so I gotta wait for the shed test results on some of the babies. Excuse me. So that way I know what I'm telling you, if things are het clown or not het clown and all that good stuff. But that was a very cool clutch. The Elastic Xantic Clown clutch hatched. That was an exciting clutch. So that one I can actually do the full video on. It just feels weird dropping a video for a clutch, like skipping a clutch. So I've been kind of holding off on doing that. But that was a neat clutch. And then we had a very, I don't want to say it was a fun clutch. It was just to make some bells. And because throughout all these years of doing this, I've only ever made one bell. This year, we made more than one bell, thank goodness. And on top of that, we've got one bell that's got a paradox. So really cool looking. Those babies are in shed right now. So we'll be doing that extra filming here. Look at this. Look at this. Keith, thank you very much for the $10 super chat, man. I greatly appreciate it. I will buy one of each Xantic clutch as long as it's VP. Keith. I tell you what, man. I just can't bring, as much as I love the super chats, bro, I cannot bring myself to meet your expectations on that one, brother. But thank you very much, man, for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it. It's always a neat, cool feeling to see those things pop up there. And Keith definitely knocks it out of the park with almost every week doing an awesome super chat. So greatly appreciate it, Keith. Hope your season is going well. And I hope everybody else's season is going well, because I cannot complain about how this season has gone. I've been very fortunate. Yes, the sex odds have not been in my favor at all. Like, at all. It has been a very male-heavy year, which I feel kind of bad. Does balance everything out, because last year was very female-heavy. So, it does all balance out in the end, needless to say. But it has been a very male-heavy year. Now, there are some plus sides to that, because obviously you can get the males up to size faster. They can be up and running, ready to breed a lot faster. So that allows me to get some of these things, like, say, like a bang Xantic, cooking, bang Xantic clown cooking. It does help with those, certain things. Actually, the one bang double het Xantic clown did just shed today. So definitely looking awesome. Let's see. Jason, yeah, it's not black Xantic. Jason, it's the same thing, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's the same thing. But anyway, Mr. Sorrentino, how come you're not up here, dude? Everybody left me hanging tonight. But hey, it's all good. I get it. I get it, guys. But yeah, so everything's actually, you know what? Let me go get the bang, the one that's shut out. I should probably have my ring light set up, but here is the double het that just shut out. The Xantic in him mixed with the het clown really has him a lot darker than just a regular bang. But gorgeous, gorgeous male. I did too send you the link, Christine. I sent it to you last week. It's the same link. Go in your emails and look in last week's. It's the same link. That's why I didn't resend one. I resent one in the group chat just in case, to alert everybody in the group chat. But Christine, it should be in your email. I sent it to you for last week. I remember it, dear. I remember it. But anyway, he did shed out this week, so he's looking mighty fine. Let me go ahead. Oh yeah, that was so last week. That's because why'd you double the work? Let me send Christine a link for John, because it would be nice to have some back and forth a little bit here. Drawing a blank here. This is how you know this is not totally an organized show, folks. All right, there we go. Link sent again. Link from week to week. Used to. Well, no, but see, last week we didn't do a show, so that's why the link's the same. Damn it, look at this. Keith with another $10 super chat. I just sent you a pic on IG. It's Stranger Leopard VPI. Show it off. Let's see here. Let's see. And Sorrentino, I sent the link in the group chat on IG. Man, tell you what, y'all just. Anyway, let me see here. Sorry, Keith. See, I did see this on Instagram. I did see this. I believe I did like it, if I'm not mistaken. Very cool looking baby, bro. Very, very cool looking. Here's the other picture of it. Sucks trying to get things to focus. I have to wake up at 4 a.m. Been driving all day. Man, I don't want your excuses, Sorrentino. But thank you again, Keith, for the $10 super chat. Also, congrats on that killer baby. Let me go ahead and put this guy back real quick. All righty, let's see here. What else everybody got going on here? Let's see what we got. Macomorph, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. Tara, what's going on, girl? Another channel member. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you. And that catches us up. Wait, I can't even find what the world, Sorrentino. Come on, man. Tell you what. So, everybody, the morph market has been updated as of yesterday. I went through, added some new animals onto it. So go ahead, check that out. There's more stuff going to be added. I'm going to trickle it all out there, here and there, just to kind of keep a solid trickle of babies and even proven breeder stuff, going into the mix. There will be a triple het going out, proven breeder. So I think that might actually already be out. Let me double check here once. I could swear I put that one out there, though. Maybe I didn't. Let me just see here. Yes. Wait, no. No, I did not put that one up there yet. Okay, well, I will have to get on that because that is a normal triple het DG hypo clown, and it is 100% het for all three of those. We hit I had no doubt on it, but I did get a baby that is visual clown and het for DG and hypo. So there's no questions that mom is triple het. But she is up, or will be up, now that I know that I've got to get her ass up there. She will be up on the old Morph Market. I've got the last, I should say, I've got the only 2 carpets that I've got available up on Morph Market as well. So go check those out. And then, just some other, proven, some other proven breeder females that I just kind of got to get them moved out. Paul, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Here we go. Here we go. There's the man. What up? Tell you what, man, it's been nuts here lately, man. It's been nuts, to say the least.
Oh shit! It's been nuts here, but different nuts.
What's that?
It's been nuts here, but different nuts. I don't know how your nuts is going. My nuts is going.
It's
snake nuts.
Mine hasn't even been really. I mean, it's busy snake wise. It's just life in general. Like we'll dive into it a little bit later on the show. I'm, for lack of better words, everything is finally starting to, I guess, whittle me down a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. We'll talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it this early in the show. But Robin Vitro. Hey guys, where's John and the crew? I need my laughter and entertainment for the week.
I'm here, man. I'm here. Raring to go. Sorrentino should be in a minute.
Oh, is Sorrentino going to jump in? I think
that he was going to fuck in. He just gave you all that grief.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. He says on how he didn't. He thought I booted him out of the group, which I didn't. It's just like I reposted the link for everybody in the group just in case, just to kind of remind everybody, hey, and then apparently I should have resent you guys the link but I didn't think about it because very well you guys already got the link.
Yeah, well, usually, like I said, with the links, usually send them every week. That's why Christine just thought it was a week-to-week thing.
Well, normally it is, as long as every lobby has a new link.
Okay.
But since this wasn't a new lobby from the last one, I just changed the start update on it.
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, shit. I don't know what's going on.
Nah,
he just gave you all that grief, so he should be in here. Well, I don't know why we give you all that grief and not come in.
Well, think about it, Sorrentino.
Yeah, that's
of
why
course he wants to give a whole bunch of shit.
He his ass in here. I'm going to hear how tired he is, and he has to be up for work, and he has a 14 fucking hour drive.
I say, what time did he say he's got to be up at? 4.
4.
Well, see, Chris, if you go to bed by at least 11, you're still getting enough hours of sleep to function. I mean, normally I don't get more than 5 hours a night.
He'll be okay.
What up, Nate? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
What up? What up?
So, give us a little rundown of what's going on over there at Triforce, John.
Oh, snakes are flying out the incubator. Faster than I can say fly out the incubator.
Now, are they flying in as fast as they're flying out still?
Yeah. We're getting down to nitty gritty, though. I mean, this year was a freaking whirlwind, dude. Like, I've been doing this a long time. I feel I have never, ever experienced a year like this year. We usually have waves, I call it. Like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3.
Yeah.
Shit that goes in the incubator. Well, it sold a lot of breeder females off last year, like moved stuff up, and that whole game. So a lot of my early girls, since they were early, I sold them. Like I got in that mode. It was like sell, and I kept some back. And some of them girls, gave the year off or whatever I did. So basically my wave changed from last year, well, any of my years to this year. So we started, I feel, late getting eggs into the incubator compared to normal. So it was crazy late. It was like a month late. But the waves, like I said, when you do 2 months in an incubator, that's what it is. It's like a wait. When they're coming out, new ones are kind of going in and keeping the incubator within a certain range. So when Nate built me this incubator, we talked about this a lot because I average 65 to 75 clutches a year is my average.
Yeah.
So we did a 44 egg incubator for the space it was in and everything. And Nate's like, how many on average do you usually have in there? I said, bro, I could hit like 35. I could hit like 40. Like it can get there. But long story short, we built it that it would be, you know, foolproof, like 5-6 clutches. And that was like a heavy breeding year. Well, this goddamn year, dude, we missed wave 1. We kind of missed wave 3, and we just had a wave 2 that just never stopped. It was literally like they went in, and it was like, oh my God, everybody's like doing these eggs. And I had like 3 clutches in, and a lot of friends had like 15s, you know, whatever clutches. I'm thinking we're going to have a slow year. I backed off a lot of breeding for some stuff. I bred a little early, and I backed some stuff off. Next thing you know, all them girls I bred early, I went and ultrasound at 1 month, and they're all freaking in the 30s. I was like, holy.
Here we go.
So it's like all one bred, one time. Girls bred back in January and February, and they're all dropping like madhouse this month. So we went from literally 0 to we have 66 clutches in the incubator. Basically, well done so far. 66 clutch total. Incubators packed. I'd take a couple shelves at that bitch, so we made it a 45. It was 44, 52, and 52 clutches that'll fit now. I think that's where we're at. 52 and 53.
Sheesh.
I got double. Thank God I had a couple small clutches of like a 4 egg and a 6 egg. Put them in one bin. They were laid on the same day. Like,
now, how in the world do you keep them straight as to what the hell they are then?
well, I mark them. Like I mark the eggs, and you know, we cut. So I don't know what's what, and they're not so close. Like I didn't put like the exact same kind of things in there. Like a pop clutches in with like a clown clutch or a ghost clutch. Like totally different worlds. So I'll know what the babies are.
That makes sense then. That makes sense then.
Right. I didn't be like, oh shit, this is so close. Because then you're right. You'd be like, oh my God, I don't know.
then you'd be like, what the fuck?
And then again, there's only a couple things. I got like, I think 3 clutches in there that are together, like small clutch and another small clutch. But we're winding down. I think I have 7 or 8 left to lay.
Okay.
The best is waiting to last. My two bang pairings are due yesterday, so they could be dropped any minute. So I'm waiting for a couple clutches to come out. I do have 2 spots now because I just had 2 clutches come out today. So I think we'll be okay now.
Fingers crossed anyway. You're gonna go through and start seeing like random clutches popping up in the tub. Be like, what the hell?
Dude, I ran out of freaking egg trays. I ran out of mesh. I ran out of Orbeez. I had to run up to Nate's and get freaking egg trays.
Whoa.
Hmm?
I thought you were doing just water this year. What's this Orbeez shit?
Oh, I do that on the trays. When I the diffusers, not the trays.
Okay.
Diffusers. I don't have enough trays to do. Like I said again, I didn't expect to have 50 some clutches of one shot. I have like 35 trays.
Okay.
And I had a couple of diffusers and stuff left from like the old school way I was doing it. As a holdover, leftover stuff. And I gave a lot of that shit away to people coming in and like, oh, John, here, take this. Like I got trays now. Thing is, I gave them away. So I didn't have the old stock. I had just a couple of them left, and Nate saved my last and gave me 6 trays yesterday. I had, long story short, he had his son's graduation was yesterday, and I had 3 clutches laying. I'm like, well, I never let my eggs set. I went to his party all day yesterday and came home and freaking pulled them. I didn't have no trays. I was up to like midnight last night, like shuffling the freaking incubator. Thank God a couple clutches were out. But so far, so good, man. This year's it's killing it. Like I'm blown away so far with what's going on.
So the babies you posted today were killer looking. I know that. Plus some of the other stuff you've been showing off that you're hatching, freaking crazy.
I wasn't expecting that with the. I did a long story short. Anybody watching? I did a pastel Enchi Stranger Clown I got from Chad Holker a couple of years ago to a vanilla hurricane I got off Sorrentino. And they came out amazing. We hit the all gene. We hit the pastel vanilla Stranger Hurricane, and it was a wave. I'm not a big pastel guy in clown, you know. A lot of people aren't because of the same old. But bro, these things like came out with like I love the yellow of it, but these big thick black ringers around all the pattern. So
Yeah.
it's contrasted. Pretty cool stuff.
I say they definitely popped. Along with that other your DG clutch that you hatched out. Those babies popped like crazy.
The DG clutch was a lightning strike. I have never, ever, in all the clutches I've ever done, had that crazy odds for what the pairing was. Because that was a black pastel leopard yellow belly clown het DG to a Krypton butter double het. So
Okay.
it was a visual to basically a double het, a visual het to a double het. But she only laid 6 eggs. 4 of them were DG clown. The craziest part about it, the least amount of genes is 3. It's 3 gene, 3 gene, 4 gene, 4 gene, all DG clown. Then we had a buttered Krypton DJ. I was like, the hell?
Yeah, that's
And
that's the shit. See, that's the shit that it's like I sit back and I scratch and I go, why can't I have just a pinch of that good luck? Just a pinch of.
you will. The thing is, Jeremy, you easily could, dude, because it took me. That was my first time ever attempting DG Ghost. But like anybody that's like listened to it, like or knows me and knows I do a lot of clown ghost shit, and I've been doing that for years. And I made almost as many What's that, babe? Oh, she yells some. I made almost as many DG clowns in that one clutch of 6 eggs that it took me for 4 years of making clown ghosts out of hundreds of eggs. So it was like the reversal. Like the first time I shot for that was like the lightning in a bottle, freaking killed it. And I shot for years trying to make ghost clowns, and I just failed miserably. Yeah. I made a couple, and I have them, but it took me years.
Now, do you maybe think it was reverse psychology on the world? Did you go into this pairing thinking, the hell with it, we'll just see what it does? And or were you like, we've got to hit this? Like, it's what you really
I didn't even think about it, and that's what I think this is about. Like, I was going to get into that for a second. I didn't think about this clutch once. I literally put it together. I'm like, oh, man, it'd be cool to make a black pastel leopard DG. I didn't even think about clown. And I knew it was a Krypton to a clown, so I'm like, okay, I can hit a Krypton if it hits, or a clown maybe. But I didn't think about, like, even being a het clown versus a DG, right? I'm like, that'd be cool. And I'll get it tested, and I'll see if it's at DG and hold it back to the female. I did not think about it at all, hitting the visual, like, at all. And then we cut them, and I'm like, Christine cut the one, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And it's just glowing, and I'm like, because we hit the black pastel leopard yellow belly DG clown, and that one is insanity. And she's like, I don't know. And I'm looking at the side of the bin, I'm like, the fuck did we just hit? Like, this thing's yellow or orange, it's glowing, and like, and then I put 2 and 2 together, it was head to head, and I'm like, and we just kept cutting, and they all were it. So that was really exciting this year. Yeah, cool stuff so far.
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
dude, that's. I'm happy for you. I'm jealous of the luck, though.
Oh, the luck.
If you could just send a pinch of that luck for this next clutch that's due to hatch.
Well, trust me, man.
I would much appreciate it.
I'm not known for my luck. I'll tell you that. So it's many years in the making to hit something like that. So that's why I was like so crazy, like whatever.
And maybe it's reverse psychology on the world. This is one where you're just kind of like, it'd be neat, and you didn't really think that much into it.
Nope. I would say,
as dumb as it sounds, people. I mean, hey, you never know. It could make sense.
If I had to put like an odds number on it, I would say 95%, and I'm not even joking. 95% of the crazy cool hits I've had were off the radar. 5% I've actually hit shooting for, if that, and that might be way too high. Maybe 2 to 3% of shit I actually like slapped together, and I'm like, I'm trying to make this. I never hit it. I always like a jean short, and here's my biggest thing. And this sounds funny, like a bit of like, oh, what a thing to bitch about, jean heavy. Because what it does when I go heavy, it ruins it.
Yeah.
The Matters is a perfect example. People want the contrast of Matters back when we made them when they were super popular. Well, I went too far, and I started making white Matters. Well, I look at white pandas and shit. Well, it's a white snake, man, but it has every gene that a Matter has, plus awesome stuff on the side. But once you go too deep with a Matter,
you just can't
farther you go with the light stuff, the pastels and the fires and all that shit, yellow bellies, it starts taking away the pattern. And I get the white super. So I always said we go about making the white snakes the hardest way possible. Don't get me wrong. There's a white super's really cool looking when you see him in person. It's got the super face, like the bigger nose and broader head and all. But it's still like, son of a bitch. It's too far.
Well, I will say this, John, and if anybody is looking for a gray matter, John's got a killer one that I saw at the show last weekend. Thing is drop dead gorgeous. It's perfect. I mean, it is the perfect amount of color with not just the right amount of white to it. Thing is absolutely gorgeous.
I don't know if it's like there's sandblast in that pairing. There's blackhead in that pairing. There's mahogany in that pairing. Heck clown, heck ghost. Because what I used was a double head, 100% double head. So I had to get tested. I kind of I put them on the table, just kind of like show them off last week. Everything else sold around it. I made a black snake. I made the 8-ball blackhead. And I'm not sure if it had mahogany in it, but it was black. But I'm still so wacky in my head. I want blacker. Like it's just, and I did other pairings. So I'm like praying to God it lines up. I got this. I want to make a super blackhead 8-ball. Like it's like just what dream snake I've had to make for like years. And then I want to go crazy and put acid on it and I want to put every dark gene there ever was in one snake and just see what it does. Like I know it's just gonna get black, right? But you talk about a powerhouse freaking later on to breed that back. I won't know what anything is, but I don't give a shit. It'd be fun.
I mean, hey, if it makes that goal animal you want, who the hell cares? As long as it's the result that you wanted, the hell with it.
If people are like, oh, don't you worry about what you make? Nah, dude, shit looks cool. I'll give you the gist, and you make up your mind if like you think it hit more or less, and here it is.
As dumb as this may sound dumb, all right, but this is just kind of what I'm starting to notice with two different animals I've made. Maybe if you want some black, like those really nice blacks, Bang might be your thing to get into it because there's two GHI Mojaves I've made this year.
Yep.
You could put them side by side. And I know, yes, everybody, there could be variation.
Yep.
But there's a black. And then there is what I'm thinking is Bang black.
Yes. It's like a obsidian.
Yeah.
I've talked a lot with Nate about that kind of stuff, just in where we see where this goes. And I work a lot of dark genes. So eventually I have to go Bang route with dark at some point. I'm not there yet, like right now, because I got so much other stuff I want to build before I drop the Bang on top of it.
Yeah.
But I did it to mahogany this year, and that's like mahogany is to me one of the most underrated genes on the market because it does everything Stranger does pretty much. Like mahogany and Stranger are so close, but if you take mahogany and the light genes, orange dreams, yellow bellies, fires, and you hit them things right, you make snakes that are almost desert ghostish with the contrasts of mahogany, because it's weird. I made a couple things over the last couple years that I'll start releasing once I start making more and like explaining what happened, and I think they're going to be a major hit. It's just a lot of people like don't really mess with these certain genes in the mahogany gene, and it's just overlooked.
Well, here's a funny ha-ha. The pastel clown, a breeder female that I got from Nate this year, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will lock with her. Nobody. Except for one. And that's that leopard mahogany lace boy that I got from you. He's the only one she will let lock.
Yep.
And I think she's going to go this year yet because I just hit her with the ultrasound and she was over 30 mil.
Yeah, them laces, man. That's one thing I didn't do a ton of this year. I did a couple clutches. I made so much of it last year. And not saying I had problems selling it, but it trickled out a little less than I wanted it to. Like I got stuck with a couple snakes and stuff because everybody wanted testing and all this stuff. And testing came around when I had them. Like it came around. Now it's a testing thing, but I already was done breeding pretty much when it became. I would have done more. But so I got like kind of handcuffed with a couple things that are like were 100% legit lace stuff. But it was like, oh, I want to test it, and I'm like, bro, I'm not just gonna test this. Whatever, like you want to test it, like.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing that sucks is that you've got that whole debacle an issue.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, forget where I heard it. If you're the buyer, and maybe we talked about it in the group chat, I can't remember. I heard it somewhere.
Yep.
If you're looking at an animal for, say, lace, and you're looking at it and you see what you think is lace, or what you believe to be wholeheartedly lace, and it tests back that it's not lace. Now, okay, it's not that gene, but are you still disappointed? Because obviously it's something that's just as good. Because you know, I mean, it maybe it's a whole different gene that is there, different line of lace. Who knows? I forget what. Where I was talking, where I heard it at. It might have been on one of the lives Charlie was on talking about. I can't remember.
Definitely something in some of that stuff. Like, I had now at all the laces I ever sold, I heard back that 2 of mine basically didn't come back, but they were literally legit looking. Like, it wasn't even like this just kind of looks like it. It was like a legit looking crazy thing. Got the high popcorning, everything, but didn't come back. So I was like, okay. I had a ton come back lace. Like, a lot of people tested the laces we sold. I've heard about 50 at least of them now. So that's good. It makes me feel good that I wasn't like releasing bad lace out there or something.
Yeah. Well, I told you that pewter leopard lace I got from you, I tested her just for the shits and giggles of it. And she came back lace, which did not surprise me, because when you hold her next to a normal pewter leopard, there's definitely something more there.
You know what the crazy part is? The 2 that came back that were said not to be lace were super dark gene ones.
Okay.
Like, a lot of dark genes were stacked. And then it was a lot lighter snake versus what it should have looked like. Because I've made like mahogany leopard, cinnamon or whatever. Like, I've made them combos before and they were nowhere near, and they didn't have the floating sides and everything. Like, it was actually sibling to one of yours, Jeremy, that the text came back negative for.
Oh, okay.
Like that, we were like, what? Because it had this huge floating up patterns, but something else is in that shit. And remember, I was telling you that GHI had that made all that crazy shit. That snake threw insane shit by itself. So it's probably whatever that genetic is in that snake, because I still haven't figured that one out yet.
I don't know what's going on.
It gives a really clean, just insane look across the snake. I don't know what it is, right? It's just so many genes.
It could be, dude. It's kind of, Chris. This is gonna bother because now freaking Sorrentino. At least he's here. I won't give you shit.
I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. I turned my camera's not flipping. I don't.
It just doesn't want to get. Your camera says screw that new snake room.
Fuck.
It's kind of like that whole debacle, John, that I've got with this whole vanilla issue.
Yeah.
Like, there's something enhancing that Xanthic clutch.
Yep.
But everything that looks like it should have been vanilla isn't testing for vanilla. And now I'm scratching my head. Charlie was really scratching his head because, it's like, this is, now we got to try to figure out what this is. And then on top of it, I got a hold of Matt from Ball Brilliance, which has him really scratching his head.
Yeah.
Because now he said he's got like a rack of it, and he thought it was vanilla. When you go to make like supers and breed them to fires, you make things that look like vanilla screams, and you like it acts like it should, but it's not testing like it should.
Right. It's
so
like
now it's a whole,
it's like something's in it. Like, it's like another version of it or something.
Yep.
I think we're going to see a lot more stuff like that across the board over the next 10, 15 years. Because you have now found a couple yellow bellies. You've found now a couple black pastels. Like, when I started with black pastel, it was legit. I bought it as Barnhart line black pastel in a certain project I had. And they come out looking like everything that Tom puts out and everybody puts out a Barnhart, like this crazy pattern. Well, a guy tested one of them, and he was like, well, it didn't come back Barnhart black pastel. And at that time, it didn't even come back black pastel. I was like, whoa, what do you mean? Like, I've made black snakes with it, like, and just said that was an RGI test at that point, and he got back to me and he just put,
I don't know,
like everything's all good, but he didn't tell me it was Barnhart or not. That was it. I texted him back, everything. I was like, is it black pastel? Did you get tested by Charlie? Like, dude, he was silent. Like, I don't know if the dude jumped off a bridge. I'm like, holy shit. God damn it.
Dude, like, this is the stuff that really, like, it sucks about when dealing with genetics and stuff.
Yeah.
And it kind of really makes me appreciate the more simpler things.
Yep.
Where I can just breed it, make pretty shit, and not give two shits as to what the hell it is because there's only one option. It's just pretty random shit.
The only thing about testing, like I said, not just controversial. The only thing I don't like about testing,
Smash that.
I had over the last, like, I don't know if you guys experience over the last 5-6 months, I buy off you if you test it. Okay, I get that. Like, a lot of people are like being steered to testing. I had a dude say it to me at the show on a $50 snake. He was, if that was tested, I'd have bought it. I said, no shit. It would cost me more to test that snake than I'm trying to sell it to you for.
Well, yeah.
And it was like, what the freak was it? I'm trying to think. It was like, I think it was a leopard or something, dude. It was a gene that was like, this is what this gene is. Like, there's no, it doesn't need a test. Like, F me. If I have to test this snake, I'm out. I don't use. And I told him, like, bro, it's leopard, yellow belly, something. And I'm like, he's like, well, I want to, I need all my snakes to say it. I said, say what? He's like, well, it has to have a test behind it if I ever go to sell it. I'm like, oh, bro, are you serious? Like, if this is the approach you're taking, you're already doomed, dude. You're doomed.
Yeah. You're going to bankrupt yourself immediately.
He's going, man, if it was tested. I'm looking down at the snake, and it was actually, I had it on a $50. So I'm like, looking at him, looking at the snake going, oh, shit, is this where we're going? Oh, I can't.
Dude, that's kind of. I have not had that.
Yeah, I was blown away.
Like, I've not had anybody say if it was tested.
I was blown. Yeah, but like, that kind of shit, that can't happen, right? Like if I'm selling snakes for $50 and they're tested, I'm in trouble.
You figure, all right, if you're testing a $50 snake, the shed test itself is probably about $45. To ship it there, you're talking about another $5 till you get, the envelope.
Yep.
To ship it in, and the postage, all that stuff. So you're already at that $50. At that point, you're just giving the damn thing away.
Yeah.
Because you've already got your food into it. So you're actually taking a hit right off the rip.
I would totally understand if it was like a lace that I tested for and it didn't turn out lace and you're going to lose the money on. You have to sell the snake for $30 or whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
That's a gene that's testable. Like people want that tested. But like a leopard? I was like, oh shit! I know so many guys that are just like sending in for like crazy, like stuff that to me would never be worth testing, like fire, and like stuff you just see or don't see, black pastels and whatever. Like black pastel, like if it's gened up, I guess like crazy gened up and that black pastel siding, I get it. You know what I mean?
This flip side on that though. You could be in my boat where I wasn't going to test for the vanilla because I thought, hey, these look, you've got one version and you've got one that looks a lot more enhanced. So one's this, one's the vanilla. I'm glad I did get it tested because if breeders would have bought them,
what was
they would have came back and bit me in the ass.
What was the other genetics applied though? Like, was it a snake that's going to add value from being tested?
The pairing was leopard vanilla het clown to pastel double het exantic clown.
Okay.
So I mean, it wasn't anything groundbreaking, but if I would have hit the one female I still have in the rack, if she's pastel vanilla exantic het clown,
hey,
that upgrades another one of the females. I'm not ever going to argue over having a visual het clown female in the rack.
I can see testing that, like I said, because it advances a project for somebody, and it's like recessive is involved, like all that kind of shit. But like I said, back to that $50 snake, there was like something leopard, yellow belly, something heckos. It was like basically a wholesale snake.
Yeah,
in today's market. That's why I was just like, bro, you want to look at snakes that you should tell me about myself? Like, come down here, but not this one, right? Like. I'm as real as it comes with that kind of stuff.
All right, even if what were they worried about not being there?
Leopard.
They were worried about there not being leopard.
Yes, he came looking for a leopard, and I was like, but he didn't want to spend a lot of money. It's like, that's how we started the conversation. It's like, oh, bro, I got the perfect snake for you. It was a little female leopard, blah blah blah, and it was in his wheelhouse. Like, I'm not sure that's leopard. I was like, oh, dude, you need to stop breeding ball pythons. Like, I didn't say that to him, but I'm thinking like, oh,
leopard sticks out like a sore fucking thumb.
Yes, dude, it was leopard as leopard gets, Jeremy. It wasn't like
like.
Yeah, it wasn't like it was like, oh, kind of a normal. It kind of has a stripe here. No, dude, it was a leopard.
That I think Jason's right on this one. That's a customer you're better off not getting 50.
Yeah, you're 100% right, dude.
Plus,
It was so funny though. It was just like, it hit me. I'm like, oh wow, this is shit. Is this what we're in for? Like,
well, is there even a test for leopard?
Dude, I don't even know.
I don't think. I wish Charlie was in the chat because I don't think there is.
That's why I thought it was just so crazy. It was like, if you would have said about like, oh, I had a lace yellow belly, something had clown, and it was like, oh, just test up for lace. I kind of don't see it. I'd be like, well, I didn't, but that's maybe why it's so cheap. But I do think it's there or whatever. I would totally be down with that. I totally get that. Like, I would be like, all right, I see your argument, no problem. But it was like a one like that, I was blown at the way by. I got a lot of weird questions about what people are actually testing for too. Like a lot of the newer people, and I'm just like, guys, man, you're gonna have a long road. You're sending stuff in for like these genes that are right in your face, and a lot of people testing for sex on ball pythons too. It's like, just stop by a table, bro. Ask somebody to do it. I have people bring me snakes all the time. John, can you sex these for me? Spending $50 or whatever it is to get a snake sexed. Ouch. Especially a baby.
I'm looking at. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm looking at Charlie's list right here on his website, and unless this needs to be updated, I mean, he's got monsoon on there, so I imagine it's pretty much up to date.
Yep. There
is no leopard test.
There you go. See. Yep. I was rocking and rolling through that show too, man. To that guy, I was like, "Damn, you done fucked up my vibe." Yep. Did too. I laughed about it. I always get the weirdos though. It's so fun.
Dude, we'll talk about the show here in a second because like the show like
I don't know. I had that one weirdo at Repticon. You can't even.
She loves
you. That's my boo boo.
She bought a couple crystals off us that day, man. She was funny.
She was awesome.
So, Sorrentino, what do you got cooking up? Give us an update.
Dude, I had that.
The show.
I had that one Partho clutch, man. That's like first time ever for me, dude.
You had a Partho clutch?
Yeah. It was on that. I did an Instagram, and it's like 2 eggs went bad, 3 eggs the babies were dead, and 2 eggs they're still alive. They're kicking. They're doing well. All pied. I did my True Ghost male to a pied. The 3 dead ones and the 2 that survived were all pied. I sexed them today. They're both female, so they just totally took mom all the way. That was the first time that's ever happened to me. It's crazy.
Jeremy, he's missing like the premise of this. He did this shit live, bro. He did this shit live. You would have.
Dude, I thought, I'm like, what the fuck? The move killed my snakes. Holy shit.
I thought you said the moon. The moon.
Chris live cutting a clutch.
What does the moon have to do with this?
Bro, he shaked his tatas over the clutch before he cut it.
Oh, I fucking did a shimmy for good luck.
Oh, God. That's what did it right there with the shimmy.
Oh, fuck you. Everybody loves my
He's
shimmy.
got his little daughter next to him. He's shimmy, shaking over the clutch. And then he's like, motherfucker's about to go kick the breeder's ass for giving him the pie.
Dead. I'm like,
then he's sitting there, he's like, she's like, I'm the best luck ever. And he's like, fuck, all my babies are dead. I'm like, oh.
I got good luck on the other ones.
Chris has no good poker face. He's looking in the fucking egg, dude. You can just see the look of disappointment. He's like, fuck.
Dude, I thought that move killed. I'm like, dude, I hope this move didn't like kill him, man, or screw him up.
He knew instantly. He's looking down at the eggs, man. He didn't know what to do for the camera. He's like, oh my God, these babies are dead. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It sucked, man.
You can definitely.
It's like, what a waste going for triple heads. I'm like, you know.
Scratch the move off. That move did not do anything to them eggs like that.
Yeah, that there. If it was a Parther, yeah.
No, I mean
that
all
move
the
didn't
other
do
clutches,
shit.
dude. Thankfully, the other 3 or 4 clutches, they're all doing great. So I'm gonna scratch that move off.
If that goes for anybody. It has to move eggs and shit. Like if you ever have to move eggs, try to do it after the first like 25 to 35 days, because literally when a baby's attaching a ball python in the egg, when you put them in, that's when we spin them and like look for the tops and all. If you watch that embryo, it floats.
Yeah,
It'll literally float and find center. That eventually attaches to the side of an egg. It takes about, I forget what the exact day is, but I think it's like 18 days. It starts attaching. 30 days, they start getting pretty established in there. Like, I'm not telling you to shake your ball python up and be like, yo, you in there? Like, but if you had to move them from like an incubator to another incubator, or like I had to put them in a cooler and take them to another house like Chris had to do, after like the 25, 30-day mark, you're pretty solid unless you're taking them in.
yeah. Doing the La Cucaracha with them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the way I did it is I didn't want to go out and buy all these coolers. So I did have a chest freezer and it was empty. So I just took all the warm water bottles out of the incubator, lined the whole bottom of the chest freezer up. And thankfully, dude, they fit tight. Everything fit. You know, there was I still had a couple spots for more. So it just worked out perfect. I put the chest freezer in the middle of the van, so it wasn't, getting plopped around in the back. It was like right up in the middle, center gravity. And just, and as soon as we got to the house, man, I slid that incubator out, plugged it in. It took maybe 5-10 minutes to get up to temp, and we just started loading them in.
Yeah. Yo, you put them in direct hot?
What do you mean?
Like you boosted the incubator all the way up to where it was supposed to be and then put them in?
Oh, yeah.
That I wouldn't have done. I don't recommend.
It was already at temp. It didn't really lose much temp.
All right. I would always start whatever your temp got down to, whether it was 80, whatever, like whatever your eggs get down to, that's where you start your incubator at, and then start doing a degree an hour when you boost them. That goes
slow, yeah.
Losing power too. You lose power. Your house.
Dude, I brought it in. I plugged it in, and it literally went up to temp quick.
I spiked an entire fucking season of eggs, freaking putting them doing that. They dropped down to mid-70s. I'm like, oh, my incubator, I plugged that bitch right in because our power came back on. That bitch spiked up to freaking 90. Put them all in. I lost all 14 clutches.
Well, I'm hoping they lose too much.
About that.
Yep. I was sick.
Dude, and I had another oh my gosh, because I guess when the kids carried in the one hatchling rack, the sea serpent one, and I plugged it in, got blah 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 blah, and I go over. I'm like, why the hell are the snakes all hovering in the front? I'm like, let me check these temps, dude. It was like 96 degrees. I'm like, and I went and checked the fucking. I guess when they were carrying it, they yanked on the probe wire. And they just pulled it enough where it wasn't up against the heat tape. It was hanging away from the heat tape. So thankfully, it didn't get pulled off all the way, and that heat tape self-destruct.
This is all that freaking troubleshooting shit. Like when you're moving in, like say what you did.
Check all your freaking
all your probes and let them racks run a while before you put them in, because you're just, you never know. You just fuck.
Yeah. Well, the ARS, I remounted all them. I put them in locations, and the ARS ones, but the sea serpent wrap, I don't know. I didn't think they got jostled, and sure enough, one did.
You know how to stop that too, just for like future. When I run the probe, and especially in a PVC, I'll take that probe, place it, tape it, then I'll tape behind it, then tape it to the back, and then tape it to the top again. Like it's literally taped all the way up, so you can't hang it. Because sometimes when I gotta look at a thermostat or something, shit gets jostled, it could be something to fall behind there, and you pull it. Well, this way, if anything gets back there, a cat goes back there and fucking hits a wire, whatever.
Yeah,
can't get yanked out of where the probe's at because it's taped in the layers all the way up. So a lot of people just tape it and then just let the wire hang right out the back of that little hole. It takes nothing to just go doink and just pull it off the tape, because it'll pull right out from underneath that shit.
Yep.
You got lucky because it didn't fly all the way up. It sat there.
I got lucky.
96. Because if it would have came all the way up, that bitch would have shot to 130, 120, and they'd have been scrambled.
So you would have been eating them snakes instead of breeding them.
Dude, that sucked, man. That was all babies too, and a bang was in there.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that bang lace was in that part.
I still can't believe nobody's picked that thing up.
Crazy. They're crazy.
I did that with males one year.
I'm not really trying to get rid of them.
Yeah. I did with males one year, dude. I did exactly what you did, Chris. I pulled that's when I started doing that whole tape trick. I pulled the freaking thing right out, moving shit around. Oh, I put a whatever light box in. I plugged it in and like fucking pulled the wire, whatever. Dude, I cooked all the males. I didn't kill any of them, but I fucking slugged out freaking like literally 20 snakes in a row because the male's sperm was all cooked.
So the sperm got too hot.
So I had them rocking like 93, 94 degrees, and they were in a basement at that point. And I'm like, why the fuck am I getting all these slugs? I freaking feel the back of the van. I'm like, whoa, this is kind of warm. Switched it, and then the second half of the year went off without a hitch. I was like, God damn, stupid shit. Like that dumb shit will drive like fuck your entire world up.
Yep.
Yeah. But everything else, man, they're all eating good. I tried to see Tricky Rick today, but he had a show or something.
Yeah. I was gonna call him. I gotta get some fuzzies and go through my last mediums here this week. So I gotta do another order. But I thought, you know what? I thought Hamburg was one weekend. I thought it's next weekend, not the following. So I'm gonna have to hit Rick up next week. So.
And then today was fun, man. I woke up at I was up at 6 a.m. Kind of got going at 9 a.m. I went out up to Douglasville here, and somebody was selling a workbench. So I got a nice heavy duty workbench for the garage.
Nice.
And then I drove and saw Matt Oakley. I got that hatchling rack back there. So I bought that. That's going to be, I got to order V15 tubs for it.
Chris, before you order them, let me know. I'm going to put an order in with you.
I already did.
Ah, damn it. Already? You're too fast, man.
Yeah, I did it like literally 20 minutes ago. There's 60 to a case, so I just got one case. I got the gray tub vents.
How much was the case?
It was like $360 altogether. $40 shipping, $20 tax.
All right.
$300, and then 20 tax, and then 40 shipping.
All right. That ain't bad. $40 shipping. Used to be a lot worse.
Yeah, I want to try the gray tubs. I got clear tubs for everything else. I'm like, I want to try the grays.
Fucking suck.
The gray tubs?
Yeah, they suck.
Why?
Because the cup holders fucking up toward the front too much on them B15s.
I didn't get cup holders. I got no cup holders.
Oh, good.
I got
new cup
well,
holders.
now they offer gray vent, gray cup holder vent. They offer 4 different options.
Yep, I got gray vent cup holders. I bought like 50 of them one year. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be great with the cup holder. And it is. Like, the little cup holder is great to use them in, right? But when they shit and piss at little babies, it's like, you can't even get like a piece of paper down between there. Like, it's like, you got to take
It's that far front.
Yeah, well, it's the B15s are only like that wide.
Yeah, they're pencil.
That would be like basically the size of like the 130 tubs, isn't it?
No, the FB5.
FB5, dude. Yours are like, they're a lot bigger.
Really? I thought those mini 130 tubs were about as some of the smallest.
No, they're a lot bigger. They're longer too.
They're half an ARS-10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these aren't. These are half a V18.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, when they put them in, it's like the V's out. That cup goes down. You got like no room down towards the bottom, and like if you get to sit down there, you got to take like a little thing and start.
Yeah.
That urate will dry right there. Oh, it's a nightmare, bro.
No, I'm gonna have to hit up the kitchen store and get more of those little ceramic dishes.
Yeah, hit the restaurant store, babe. Sell them by the case.
Yeah, I got an account, so I'm gonna
get 5s or 6s. Sixes will do you perfect, and then a little 6 ounce.
Sitting at 15.
Yeah. I got it. That's all I have. All my clear ones are awesome and a good thing about a 15 too, without the mounted cup, they'll move that bowl back and forth. So if they need room, they'll push out front, back, and they don't spill in there easy because the freaking, like I said, they cut the sides, hold it up real good.
But yeah, I was just so
cup holders, dude. You would have been fucking losing your mind,
dude. If I didn't find this rack, I'd have been losing my mind because there'd have been clutches in a V15 each of them.
That's why I feel like I'm gonna be this shit.
Dude, I wasn't. They're all like literally every day. There's a clutch fucking pipping. I wasn't right. Usually I get like a week, a few months. I get it's like the 26th, the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, 30th, 31, August. I got August 1st, August 4th. They're just rolling in.
Yeah, I'm scared.
My stuff's been more kind of like what you were saying, John, with like the wave thing.
Yep.
Like I've got a rush of like 3 or 4 that'll pip, and then I've got a little break. And I've got 3 or 4 more that'll pip, and then a break. So it's been very nice. It's like an up and a down, an up and a down.
It's
And
so great when you do that, Jerry. It gives you a little time to move them too. You get a couple meals in them, take them to a show. 5 or 6 will trickle out, put a couple in morph market, and then the next wave comes.
Yeah.
This now, man, like I said, I'm gonna have literally 300-400 babies out of one shot within days of each other. It's like, what the freak, man?
Yeah.
I mean,
you got the food bill hitting you too, all at the same time.
Right, you got the food bill. And I got to get them all, whatever. Like I said, it's just gonna be a wave of just nuttiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get some sulfur colonies going because I gotta feed these babies, man. Rick's bill is gonna be expensive.
Yep. So I'll be running a lot of great deals here soon for some great stuff. Come get them, man.
Sorrentino, just offer him some foot picks.
Yeah, maybe.
He might bite it. You never know. You never know.
Or butt. I got a nice butt.
If you say so. I don't want to see to have to judge. Let's go ahead and run another the last channel sponsor thing here, and then we'll start talking about Gettysburg, guys.
Oh. Head on over to Triforce Morse if you're looking for that missing piece in your ball python breeding project. While you're there, add a little bit of laser citron to the mix, folks. John and Christine can also hook you up with the crested gecko, so don't forget that. Turn up the heat with Triforce Morse. If you want to use the best reptile record keeping and tracking software on the market today, scan the QR code or click our partnership link in the description down below for a free 30-day trial of Husbandry Pro. I promise you will not regret it.
What's up, Eric? I also want to say what's up, Greg, another channel member. Thanks for tuning in. Dalton, what's going on? Jesse Royal, Goofballs, new face, I do believe. I don't recall ever seeing you in the chat there, so welcome. Thank you very much. And everybody, please make sure you go and hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Dickie Foster, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Dick.
Now, where did John go?
I'll be back in a minute. Hold on, bro. I gotta get my drink. I lost it.
Okay.
I'm looking for it.
So, Sorrentino, we missed you at Gettysburg, bro. It was not the same. It was.
Who was in my spot? The
fat man.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Mr. Eaton was in your spot.
Okay.
Him, Sammy, and Jay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just had I wouldn't have been ready. I had too much going on. I was that Thursday I moved all the adults, and then that was a clusterfuck. Oh my god! and then Saturday I moved all the baby racks, the babies, and that incubator. But yeah, okay. when I was disassembling the 50 and the 55 ARS rack, we just unstacked the levels and took the little legs off, and I was just throwing them all in the box. Well, I reassembled it. And I'm like, wait, drawers aren't sliding in; they're banging the heat panel, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is this? Here I come to. I'm like, let me measure these, and I measured them. So the 50 and the 55 are not universal, because one of the legs is 5 3/4 inches long, and the other one's 6 inches long. So I had to go around and measure every freaking leg and mark the ones that were bad, and then swap them from rack to rack. I was up. It sucked.
Because I thought the 50s and the 55s.
Nope,
the same tub. It was just the 55s are longer.
55s are longer. I think he has 50s. They were just
55s are longer, but one's also deeper or lower.
Right, because that's what I didn't match up in my head. They are literally a 6-inch longer white rack this way. So,
yeah,
the 55 is the same length as the 70s.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. 55s are the same thing as the 70s.
Yeah, because my rack, I got three rows of 70s on the bottom, and then the rest is all 55s.
Right, and 50s are short. Like I have 50s in PVC, but it is a shorter ARS rack by a couple inches.
But even the tub though, the tubs are not the same.
Well, they are the same. They built them different. I talked to Tim Harvey. ARS made a switch in 1 year where they literally switched that made them taller, the rack taller. So this part here, it is whatever. This is a bigger gap.
Even my racks
Tub's
are
the same.
I don't know if you can see. One's higher than the other.
Right. Tub's the same. The rack they made a little bit bigger so you can get your fingers down in here. Like this is like tight.
Yeah, okay.
A little more. It's a little bit more room here. So they make it a 1/4 inch higher here. It's big, and then you go add them all the way up. 10 shells towards the 1/4 inch.
So that sucked. I had like a bunch on one, bunch on the other. We just went around and drew X's on it, and then I lifted up, pulled it out, lifted up, pulled it out, and then grabbed some from the other, and got it all going.
Fucking
it sucked. It just added more time to, I woke up at like 6 a.m, got down to the old house at like 9 a.m. We started disassembling. I think we were out of there by like 11 or maybe about 12 o'clock. Got here, started, putting the racks back together and all that stuff. And I literally didn't get done till 10 o'clock that night. Getting all the adults, in there on new paper, clean water. So I still haven't figured out the well water yet. I still, we tested it. Everything looks good. But I still want to filter it. Even though this house has a whole filtration, I still want to do like a reverse osmosis or whatever.
Reverse osmosis.
Yeah.
But if you do that though, then you're getting rid of all the good stuff that's in the water though.
I don't know. I just want to make sure. I don't want to give them this water and then I walk down and all my snakes are dead.
Nah, you'll be fine, brother.
As I say, if it's
they're used to tap water from the city. They're gonna be like, "What's this shit?"
You know who to talk to about the RO stuff? Like I said, Nate runs it through his snake room and like a couple things. He got like a system. Like it's not hard to do, bro. Like,
yeah, but see, they got a water softener and all that shit. So I don't know how that salt and all that other crap is.
I've got a water softener.
Yeah.
I've just got a standard water system.
The water softener does what it does, and then it runs through the system, bro. You'll be fine.
Dude, I take a shower and like I feel slimy, like the soap's not washing off.
That's a welcome to fucking salt, bro.
Yeah, every time I take a shower, like it feels like I feel slimy, like the soap's not really washing off.
Yep. Your water.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I don't drink it. I don't. No, they're getting like Deer Park spring water, dude. That's what they're getting.
Oh,
I got bottles and bottles, and I got a water cooler out there. They're getting
dude moves out of the city, getting his snakes tap water out of the fucking Schuylkill Punch, and he's worried about some freaking well water. You're crazy.
My snakes are getting fucking Fiji water now.
Meanwhile, ball pythons out in Africa are drinking out of a shitty puddle. And this man's worried about a little bit of groundwater.
They were straight Schuylkill Punch, freaking doing fine. He's like, oh no, I don't want to do this well water.
I don't know. The kid said the only thing water wise is ice from the ice maker. They said the ice tastes weird. So I got to figure that out.
Maybe the ice maker needs a new filter.
I don't know. I think it's well water.
I
don't know. I think it's well water. Maybe it does need a filter. I'll put a new filter in it.
Bro, go get some Brita.
I haven't drank
Britas and put them in your refrigerator. That's a Brita filter.
This guy.
I will say this, Sorrentino. I
only drank filtered water at my house too. Like I have a water filter for the snakes. They get that alkaline.
Don't you dare say you give your snakes fucking that Brita water or whatever the hell it is.
They get this.
They are. That's what he said. They drink shit water from Philly, but the fuck the well water.
I was gonna say I have seen what inside of those ductile iron pipes look like after years of being in use.
Sure.
And you could not pay me to drink city
Oh,
water
They
at
drank
all.
city water. They drank city water through this. This is an iSpring water system.
Bro, how long
Charcoal filter, all that crap.
How long does it take you to fill that with that thing? Oh my god!
It doesn't. It hooks right to the faucet.
Got a tiny little nozzle. I'll be there with a freaking water bottle for freaking an hour. Like, oh my god,
It looks like a freaking ball.
Nah, it works
Doesn't
great,
get a
dude. That thing, I'm trying to hook it up to my well pump over here, so I don't have to freaking.
How did you have it hooked up in your own crib?
It's the threads on it. The threads are made for like a sink thread, a fine thread. That hose bib has a, hose bib thread.
Are you gonna make a sink over where you're at?
Yeah. So I want to do a sink here, and then like a workbench, and I'll probably move my desk somewhere else. And I want to do a closet.
Put it back on the sink like you had it. To take the pipes, turn them up along the ceiling.
I have to do like one of them grinder pumps, one of them ejector pumps.
Yeah.
But I know they make a vanity base, and then you can put the ejector pump in the base cabinet and have it pipe it over to the sewer here.
Yeah.
Man. And I thought about doing that here, but then I just kind of said, the hell with it.
Yeah, no, I it's nice having a sink in the snake room.
Oh, I
nice.
just scrub my stuff on a table and walk over to the sump pump, dump the water into the sump pump, flip the lever off.
So I have a sump pump pit, but there's no sump pump in it because we don't get water in this basement.
Oh, okay.
Well, so far. it hasn't gotten water since it was built.
Oh, okay. That they'll tell you anyway.
No, well, so apparently outside, because all the downspouts are piped into a huge freaking pit. He said this pit is probably like 3 pools. It's a huge pit out there.
It's underground
rocks.
Detention basin.
Yeah. So there's a grill out there, and then all the downspouts go to it. So there's never been an issue. So
it's good.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't see any clue of any kind of water down here ever, and that sump pit's dry over there. Right. I'm probably gonna put a pump in it anyway.
I mean,
so
honestly, a sump pump's only like $200.
Right.
I need a bathroom, so I'm gonna put a pump so I can pee in it.
What you gotta do is put a bed, like you said again. It's the pump, and you put the toilet in it, takes it, and it right over to the whatever into the pit, and it goes up the freaking chute.
Yeah,
not into your sub pump. Don't be paying
This house has a grinder pump, so it's like a 4-inch sewer going out into a pit, and then it grinds it up, and then spits it out like a 3/4-inch line to the sewer.
Yeah, don't go pissing in your sub pump, bro. That won't be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're peeing in his freaking.
Don't tell him that, John. Let him do it and try to figure out what the hell.
You pour bleach down it every once in a while.
I'm like, oh my god, that's nasty.
His wife will go down there. What smells like piss down here? Oh, no, I've been trying to figure that out all this time.
That's called the Clifton bathroom, dude. You're always peeing in your laundry sink.
Oh God, Chris. In all honesty, though, dude, I'll tell you this much: my whole setup, the way mine is, I've got the hose piped up, just right out off the main line, and
so what? You off that blue tank? You got a hose off of that?
Yeah, after it goes through the water softener, yeah. Like I have it done with the PEX pipe.
See, mine goes
got an offshoot off of my line that feeds the rest of the house with the cold water.
See, mine goes, it comes in, it goes into that blue tank, and then it goes through all the softeners, and then it goes to the hot water heater. I don't see anything after that.
Keep an eye on that softener, bro. That doesn't harden up on you. You'll freaking have a nightmare.
Yeah, make sure.
Well, it's loaded with salt. It's loaded with salt.
Make sure it's going through it. Like I've seen tanks in houses where like they think it's full. And it never like goes down because it's all hard and whatever, and like, you'll end up with like slime.
What do you got to do to it?
You got to crush it up and get it.
Just to make sure it's actually like dissolving.
Yeah, like A lot of people have like whatever. It depends how old the system is. Yours probably newer.
Should I
Like,
pour
old
some
school
water in
system,
there?
yeah, people take pipes and like bust it up and all kinds of shit. It all depends like how long it's been sitting and all that shit. Yours is probably fine with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Keep an eye on.
I don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, it's like that's.
Well, I
that's
know there's
Germany.
what
That's what I'm talking about.
that bin. They load it up with salt and then they pour this blue stuff in a jug in there.
Yeah, just make sure it's going through.
Whatever.
That's all.
I
You're
don't know.
pouring blue stuff from
This stuff.
what blue shit, dude? All right, if you're pouring, all right, we are finding out why he feels all slimy afterward. This man's pouring blue shit in his water.
Whatever this shit is.
Res care. What the hell?
Liquid water,
All right, hold on here. I gotta blow this up.
softener, cleaner. Oh, okay.
I don't fucking know, dude. There's a reservoir in there. You got to top this off.
Well, that's different.
That's the cleanest machine, dude, for the softener and all.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't do that.
I don't know nothing about this crap.
He
dude.
probably got one of the newer machines, like a newer unit that does do it. It would go through a cleaning process so it doesn't happen what I was talking about, getting all hard and rocked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The softener
This
gets
is
all
what
that salt, like just when you pour them in.
that's what I have.
Yeah, see, that's basically like how my system is. Only
But it has
my hot water tank's on the other side.
it has that res up.
Now you're good, Chris.
You fill up that res up thing, automatic feeder or whatever.
When he does, that'll go through a self cleaning, like probably
Yeah.
a couple times a month.
Yeah, it goes. Normally it's programmed. You know,
But I was gonna
after
tap off
X
it.
amount of gallons.
I was gonna tap right off this hose bib here for wood, like a hose or something. But I think that's before all that.
Yeah, I would tap in after it goes through your softener.
Yeah, that's a lot newer system. That's within the last 15 years.
Well, the house was built in 2016.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I would tap in after the softener. Just use PEX pipe.
Yeah, well, it's all PEX.
Okay, yeah, just tap into it, dude, and run a line off of it, and just run it into a hose fitting. Like I said, that's all I did for mine. Hook a hose up to it, and you just walk around the fucking snake room.
Chris,
doing
YouTube your
waters.
friend, man. YouTube it.
Yeah,
Somebody's doing it.
yeah. I still got to do my generator plug, but the neighbors said they don't lose power like that out here.
Still do it. Fuck.
I would not risk that shit.
No, I'm definitely going to do it, but I was glad to hear that at least, that they don't really lose power like that. But I heard, dude, somebody, me and my wife were outside. Somebody was having fun. They were shooting guns off like crazy, man. I got to find that neighbor. I want to see if I can go shoot at his house, whatever he's got going on.
You are such a city boy.
Look, I mean, gunshots are bad in the neighborhood. I'm not used to being in an area where gunshots are.
Well, yeah, just because you're out in the country
shooting.
doesn't mean they're good gunshots, dude.
Well,
you're
they're
liable to
killing
be
an
who the
animal or
gunshots
they're
are at
target
next.
shooting.
Chris was like, they were shotguns. They weren't Tech Nines.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Oh shit!
No, they were
man.
target shooting, I think, unless he took a lot of shots at a fucking deer. But
No.
yeah, he probably has a target thing, so I'm gonna see if I can be friends with him and go down and use his range.
He's gonna go down wearing his freaking diddler shirt.
No, I'm gonna wear my overalls. I'm gonna wear my overalls and my lace shirt.
This could be what kind of gat you got.
Can I hold it sideways?
Oh
God. Keith says I used an air hose for a water line, the coiled one from Harbor Freight with the air chuck.
Okay.
Huh.
That is true. If it can hold air, it can hold water. It's very, very true.
Yeah.
Look, we got sidetracked with some crazy ass water stories. Holy
Yeah.
We did. Freaking Sorrentino.
Wetter than wet.
So the original topic was supposed to be let's talk about the show. And I think because you weren't at the show, you're like, yeah, the hell with these guys' conversation.
I love that show. I'm sad. I just had too much going on.
Dude, you missed a hell of a show.
I didn't even have snakes at my house. How am I going to get ready and bring snakes to a show?
Well, you see, instead of packing them up and taking them to your house, you pack them up and take them to the show in hopes that you don't have to take as many to the house.
Dude, Thursday packed adults, Saturday or Friday packed babies. Saturday, me and my wife went to the house at 6 a.m. and we didn't leave. I left at 9:30. She left at 11:30 at night, cleaning and just getting everything out. I was patching and painting. I was just doing everything.
Moving's fun.
Oh, it's
hell
fun.
With that shit.
Fun, all right.
The hell with moving again.
Yeah.
What's up, Jeremy? Is that Jeremy number 5, 4, 5? I can't remember. Ball Stars, Jeremy, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. So I do want to say this. If Mr. Eat never watches this show, which sometimes he has been popping in here, I want to say this. I was supposed to be interviewed at Gettysburg, and then he ran out of time, and I didn't get my damn interview.
Damn.
So I was pissed. I really wasn't pissed. Anyway, I guess next Gettysburg he's going to be out there as well. So told him, like, next time you don't make me wait.
Yeah.
But no, Chris was out there. He was actually promoted. Like, he did a lot of good promotion for the show, so I was thankful for that.
Yeah, I didn't finish watching that. It was like 6 hours long. I didn't finish watching it. I
don't even know if I got all the way through watching it. I watched a good bit of it, but
yeah.
Marcel, what's going on, dude?
Hey, Marcel.
What up?
But yeah, like there was a lot of good stuff at that show. I personally did very well at the show. Everybody knows that. Like, my big thing with Gettysburg is Friday night. After Friday night, I don't give two shits. I just want to have fun setting up, have fun going out to eat with everybody. That's the whole big thing for me. However Saturday plays out is how Saturday plays out. We had a lot of babies that we took out that were, first time they've ever been to a show. And I think sold 5.
Good.
I think I moved 5 at the show. 2 normals. And then funny thing, like, I had to get a laugh out because everything was either visual exantic or head exantic. And I don't think a single one went to anybody that's planning on breeding. And everything that went was either het clown or pos het clown. Like, it was just, I'm sitting here scratches. Like, these are awesome snakes, and they're just going off to, be pets. It was neat. But I'm just thinking, it's like, it's such potential, and they're just going to sit there and be loved. Nothing wrong with it, but such potential going out.
Yep.
We had, like, the exantics, dude. Like, the carp, it sucked because the one jungle girl that I brought, she was deep in shed. She was pissed off at the world. The girl's normally a sweetheart. She was pissed off at the world that day because she's in shed. The other boy, he's starting to go into a shed cycle, so he wasn't looking the greatest. So they didn't, get much love because they weren't looking that great. But the exantics, dude, like, everybody stopped and oohed and awed at the exantics, and then the gelatin and the jungle that I brought just for show. Everybody was stopping at those. And the exantics sold like hotcakes, man. Like, nice. I only came home with 1 visual exantic out of what I brought. So I cannot complain at all.
Yeah, show was good. Like, it was the energy was good.
Yes.
People and all, like, everybody I talked to said they were at least having a good time or freaking were selling stuff. Like, it was a different morale than the normal shows have been this year. Like, for people, like, a lot of people I've been talked to, like, I didn't do this, or this so sucks right now, or like, people suck, or everybody was chill. It was like the day went by pretty damn fast. Felt like I'm talking to tons of people. I think we sold 15. I think it was
nice.
15. So
nice.
Yeah, I had a lot of talk to new people, a lot of new people. Which was good to see, man, because that's something I feel we haven't seen a ton this year. A lot of new people coming in just to scout out, to see what's going talking about getting their first snakes and stuff like. And it wasn't like tire kicker people, like actual real serious wanted to know stuff kind of people, whether they bought from me or somebody else. Yep. At least they were there to like wanting snakes.
Yeah.
So I do feel, like I said, this is just a personal feel. I do feel pie buyer confidence is coming back.
Yes. That dude, for a summer show.
Yes, it was killer for a summer show.
That was a killer show for a summer show.
It might have been one of our best shows as a summer show in over a decade. Like,
okay.
I'm taking COVID, that year of COVID out, but just just a normal whatever. The shows right now in August are usually the worst time of year. They were like, it's just people on vacation, people are doing it, they're saving money for freaking kids going back to school.
I said people on vacation. You've got people still planning on going on vacation. They don't want to, spend the money just in case of the what ifs. And
a lot of people
school.
Yep, it's not even about the money. I talked to a lot of people about the vacation thing. It's not even so much about the money sometimes about vacation. It's leaving the animal once they get it. They're going away for a week as soon as they get it, or they got a vacation coming up, or they just got back and have whatever plan. Like, it's a lot of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so we'll see what happens, man. September, October, November tend to start really, used to be like, if you start, people come back into this stuff. Like, they're booming. Deals are being had, stuff that people's never seen and have dreamed of owning, they can out own. Like, that's when you start seeing like stuff being bought up. And then you start traveling into the school year, and then Christmas comes, and then you have that boom. And then it slows down again a little bit, and then the beginning of summer's a little whatever, and then summer's usually tired, whatever, like trickle. But yeah, man, it was good. It was good. It was a good time. Freaking, like I said, Friday night dinner is always great.
Yeah.
What's up, Sammy?
Did you guys go to all you can eat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. It was so good this time too.
Man,
their prime rib was on freaking par. They had barbecue chicken. It was damn good.
Damn.
The building didn't seem packed, like whatever, but it had a good flow of traffic.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was busy all day talking to people. Like, I never stopped. I never even got a chance to get around and walk around and really see anybody, which is usually try to do that. I only got around for a couple minutes, got down a couple rows, and that was that. I was like, shit.
I see. In all honesty, like, I didn't even walk. Like, I didn't really walk around much at all in the beginning of the show because I was getting everything set up because I was trying to move some of the stuff from the collection that Shelly and I bought. I was putting some of that stuff into this, the slots that I had opened up and finagling all that. Until I got done with that in the morning, it was basically showtime. Like, I walked around, said hi to a couple of people, but I mean, it was just like, it was just a blur. And then the show itself was a blur.
Yeah,
like you said, it was a steady flow all day.
Yep.
I was interacting all day. There was no like lull in the traffic like there is sometimes. Like, it was
weird.
Good, steady flow show. And like you said, John, the mood of the room was positive and good, which probably also helped with people wanting to buy stuff, because that positivity kind of, it's catching. You know what I mean?
I had everything. I had a lot of holdbacks there. I don't have many babies that were available yet because, like I told you, everything's one shot. So I had like 3 clutches there of new stuff. Majority of that sold really quick because I did have some decent prices on some pies and like some crazy like 8 balls and stuff. But that stuff sold quick, and it was like to a lot of pet people. I had a couple breeder females. I think it sold 4 of them. A couple holdbacks. Like, it was cool.
Yeah,
it was like a healthy mix of like this or that, and it was like from breeder people to pet people.
Nice.
So she dig up the rocks too.
What's that?
She dig over the rocks too. It was real slow, like all day. It was like, because usually she does real good with the crystals there, and she said it was slow up to about 2:00, and then it was just boom. It was like, whoa. The people just started buying up the rocks and stuff like that. So that part of it was cool too.
Tara said she only got to leave the table twice.
I made a cool pickup. I traded a couple pies I had for a DG pie. I didn't have one, believe it or not.
I see that was a beautiful looking girl too.
Dude, yeah, that thing he showed me, that thing's gorgeous. That was a good pickup.
He had that on the table for an insane. I don't know how it lasted all day. It was like 500-600 gram DG pie. And it was like still sitting there. I'm like, stop me dead in my tracks. I was like, that thing's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So give me another outlet to start hide version of DG stuff. I know a lot of people like, say it's played out or been done or whatever, but I don't have it, so I'll start putting stuff into it.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you've got so much DG stuff over there too, though. So I mean, you can plug it in basically anywhere.
Yeah, I would love to get this. I want to get this DG into eventually, like Ultramelon stuff.
Yeah,
because like I said, I love that look of like with the cleanliness of it and like adding the orange dreams. I was wondering how it'll pop. Get that real orangey look and stuff like that. So we'll see. I'll figure something out by the time she's ready.
Well, you've got plenty of stuff in your arsenal. Like, there's no question you've got some good shit to throw at her. It's just a matter of what exactly do you want to throw.
We're going to be putting up a bunch of breeders, so if anybody's watching these breeders, like I said, keep an eye on our Morph Market or hit me up. I got to move a lot of stuff out of here this year, unfortunately, because a lot of shit ready to come up. A lot of good stuff because I'm now down to the nitty gritty of stuff I never wanted to let go. So it's hard. That's
kind of like, let's talk about that once, because I've got some breeder girls that I need to move out here too because of things that they're ready to be, bumping up basically because they're going to be next year breeders. So
yeah, well, I got some breeder girls that got to move out too.
So when you guys are pricing those, how are you going about doing it? Because it's like, obviously it's a proven breeder. You don't want to sell her too cheap in theory.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't move, well, you can always use her and make some cool shit. But at the same token, you might really need to move her because you've got something way better anyway. So like that's been like some of those girls like that triple head girl that I've got. It's like I could use her. She's powerful just because she's got those 3 hets.
Right.
But I've got things that I want to slide into her spot at the same time. So it's like, do I price her to move or do I price her just to, keep her at where she needs to be value wise?
Yep. So mine's personality. Like it's based on my personality, what I'm doing and how I'm going about it. I price a lot of stuff to move, sometimes too much. And that hurts me in the end. I feel sick. But sometimes, like I said, and there's other ones that you're right, like Jeremy. Like there's a couple of snakes that I'll post up for sale, but don't sell. I'm going to use it. Like I'm not just going to give away the only one of that in the world, right, or something.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff that like, so I guess comes down to like power wise, genetic wise, value wise, like what somebody can do with it. And then the mood. If I really like feel like if I have a girl sitting on the crust with that B35. And she really has to come up, and she's starting to gangbuster eat, like going crazy. Maybe I will dip a little bit on this price on this one. And again, it comes down to who. Like a lot of times when I put breeders up, it's usually not always a newer breeder, but like if somebody coming in on it, trying to get their feet wet, getting a handful of really decently good girls. Because like I said, these are good girls that I'm letting go now. Like it's not like I have like I'm a hobby sitting here and stuff like it's like blackhead, freaking red stripe hat ghost and stuff like that. It's like killer shit. So they get a handful of these snakes for a good price, and maybe I'll do a bundle deal if it's a couple of them. And they got a real nice little nut to start, like a little egg to start their breeding plans and get some of these cool ass genes into their stuff. And I guess that's kind of how just the balls always roll for people.
Yeah.
But we're like now getting. These are the snakes I grew up now that it's like, damn, they're all my babies, the stuff I shot for. So there's some of them are really hard, but I do have their babies right behind me, like in this thing, and they got to start coming over. Well, that holds 75, that holds 40. So do the math.
I'd say the math doesn't quite match.
Right. So it's going to be another 30, 40 girls out of here. She already sold like 15 already this year behind stores. They didn't even hit Morph Market anything. So I got a couple people, like I got a good list of people like hit me up like, John, what do you got? All right, if this flies out of here before I hit Morph Market with it. But I'm going to definitely be doing another chop. There's probably another 15 to 25 girls here that's going to be like boom. It might even be more than that. So we'll see.
See, because the girls that I had at Gettysburg, dude, some of those I really thought were going to move at the prices that I had.
Yep. And the breeder snakes are definitely for breeders, right? Like, there were people coming in, mostly want babies. Like babies or juvies. That's where they have all their color and they have all this stuff. They want to grow it up. So
Yeah.
breeder snakes are like a really hard hit at a show. I've always said that basically. Like I don't move breeders at shows like Morph Market. I do way better with breeders or friend circles or somebody referring. Say, come here. Looking for adults, come and we'll talk and shit like that. So if anybody, like I said, anybody's watching the adults, I'm gonna start putting together a list and if anything might fall into whatever. Now I'm not giving away Desert Ghost clowns and stuff like that. Like people, like I've got people hitting me up. You got breeder Desert Ghost clown female? No, I don't have that.
If I did, it's not leaving.
Right. And then you do get like people get really squirrely with that shit. It's like, come on, man. Like,
yeah.
Like,
See, Will here said send him a list. Well, just check out my Morph Market. Everything's on there except for the normal triple het girl that I've got that I need to add there apparently. But all the other adult females are on there at the moment anyway. There's a few I think I'm going to make another. I'm re-examining a lot of the stuff solely because I've got visual Exanthic stuff or, more stuff for my Exanthic projects that's coming up, into size. Also kind of seeing that horizon with the bang stuff where, kind of preparing very early for being able to handle all of that shit on top of it.
Yep.
So I'm trying to make the cuts early.
But at least you're trying. Like, again, you'll never be prepared for it, but at least it's in your head.
Yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I know it. Like, just when I keep saying it, like the blackhead red stripe, I love her. I just made super red stripe blackhead freaking ghost combos for her. Holy shit, man! When I show them, I'm looking at her going, "Fuck, man! I got a blackhead freaking Mojave double head clown ghost, like visual, like or clown. I mean, ghost head clown, like visual. I got two of them.
Yeah,
like, he has to go. Like it's like, but I have nothing else red stripe ghost, so it's like a very, oh man, what do I do? Because I know I'm going to hold back some of her babies so they came out so wild. So that's the kind of shit that I'll just sit back here rocking back and forth with my stray jacket going, what can I do? What can I let go? It gets effed up. But it's a good problem to have. Like I said, I know it sounds like it's bitchy, but it's not. It's like it's a good problem to have, but it's like now what to do.
Yeah.
How to do it. And I don't want some of this shit just to fall into like cheap or somebody's just bad hands. Like, these are my babies now. Like I made these things. I grew them all the way up to 2,000, 3,000 grams. And that's another thing I have to work through mentally.
Well, Karen and I got to talking about it because I told her, how we're going to be moving some of the adults off that don't need to be here anymore. And I told her the one was going to be our pastel banana that we named after my niece. And she goes, you can't get rid of her. I was like, so, hon, it's like, having that mindset of pet is one thing. I was like, but I've got better things sitting in the rack, and I've got more better stuff going to hatch this year. It's like, bananas sell, but I don't need a whole shit ton of banana stuff. I still have the GHI Mojave banana girl.
Yep.
And it's like, at this point in the game, that tub is money.
Yep.
I can put something way better in that tub than what she is.
I just told a GHI pastel banana was arguably one of the best looking ones in the entire universe. The thing had barely any dots on it. The freaking colors popped off its body.
Yep.
I had that at a couple shows. I should have put it on more for it. I probably got more for it, but I had it at a couple shows at like $350. Some guys,
I'm gonna pop off. I gotta go to bed.
All right, brother.
All right, bro.
Talk to you.
So some guys.
Good luck.
Yep.
And
Thank
he
you.
literally looked at it and he fell in love with it. I think I had it on the table for like $300 or whatever. And he was like, talking to me. And it was like it wasn't like a stop share did. He didn't have the money. It was basically, but he only had so much money for this show. And I told him, I'll tell you what, like, you're the first person who showed this much interest in this snake. I didn't give him to him like $200. And that's the kind of shit I'll do with certain genetics like that. But it was like that dude wanted that. Like he was in love with it. It wasn't like it was just I'm just gonna go make some cool banana combos. Like he sat there and stared at that thing for like an hour. So it was like that's the kind of shit. Certain, whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like it means something to me sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends. It's all circumstantial. Every case is separate.
No, I get you on that. And
Yeah.
like that's kind of one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you like
Yep.
if you know it's going to be a harder animal to move and it's going to be going to somebody that really, really wants it.
Yes.
Is that is that space really worth making that extra couple bucks on?
And again, as breeding goes, like for myself, doing sometimes deals like that goes a long way with some people. And I'm not talking about the guy to come up and like, yo, you take 150, like, and they're just gonna take it and put it back out on their table for 250. Like you can feel all that kind of shit, but it's like when somebody's like newer or whatever, and like it goes a long way, man. They might be back for another snake when they want to upgrade. Maybe they want clown form. Maybe they want, and it's may not pan out, but sometimes it does, man. And like you said, treating people nice or whatever, respectfully, pays off.
Well, a lot of this business too, I feel it is repeat customers.
Yeah,
like if you want to have these people have good experiences, so they do come back to you.
Right. Respect goes a long way in this, man. Like I said, like I said, people tell you I'm two different people. You're respectful and I'm the nicest person you ever met. I'll help anybody. When you're not, I'm very short. I'm very just okay, blasé, whatever, dude. Like do your thing. You got all the answers. All right. So just a respect thing. You said it. It's crazy. I love doing this shit though. Like I said, it's this time of year I get a little depressed. Like I said, moving to bigger girls and stuff because like they're the ones that are with you.
Well, you got
I have to do what I have to do.
I was gonna say it's one of those things. It's the shitty part that this is the shitty part that no one really talks about. Is because yes, there are animals. Yes, we know that we got to do it. You still form attachments to these things because, like in your case, you've made them, you've grown them up. You've got years invested. Like when it comes time for me to have to move some of these adult carpets, it's gonna hurt if I even do move them. Like it may be one of those things where they just stay here, and once I got to figure out that whole freaking cycling system on that shit because there's a lot of attachment that I have with those. I've got more of an attachment with the carpets and stuff than I do the freaking balls, as sad as it is to say.
Oh yeah, it comes down to this. It's all circumstantial, man. Like some of these balls that I have let go or whatever, you're always gonna have regret, like no matter what. So you have to prepare yourself for that. You're like just go into this knowing that you do this plus 5 years. And it goes for anybody, plus 5 to 10 years, bro. You're gonna feel it. There's gonna be a snake you let go. You wish you didn't. There's all kinds of shit, but you got to be prepared for it. You're gonna get attachments to some. Some are just you just love them. It doesn't matter. And then you got ones, man. I'm sure you all got them in your collection. You walk by it, you call it an asshole every time you walk by it. You just let her walk by this thing, but like I fucking hate you. I don't even know why you're here. Like that, I got things like that too.
I love him, but he's that one. I just look at him every time.
Some of them snakes are even. I don't want to get rid of you because you are my asshole. You're my asshole, right? Like, right? It's crazy,
dude. That's how it is with Xander. It's like he's one of the most beautiful carpets I've got in the collection. But I look at him and and he'll look at and like you can like we're just looking at each other. And he's thinking, I freaking hate you.
Yep.
And I'm there thinking, it's like, I love you, but I fucking hate you too. As he's like slowly starts inching out there towards me. He's like, yeah, I know what you're going to try to do here. I'm not dumb.
I said something that blew Christine off her feet the other day. I'm going to release the first Citron Enchi double head that we ever had.
Damn.
Dude, it's like, and the only reason I'm doing it I feel like for me, I got these other citrons, and like I said, I hold these things back, and I got a good handful of this stuff now, and it's like in clown ghost form or clown pie form and all this shit. So she's double head clown pie. She was the one that came here, and I got a long story with her. She came here. She was half dead. I took her off a guide to literally just try to get her to live. We didn't even know what she was at that point. We knew she was shit, but we didn't know, like, if she was even going to live. She came as a skeleton. And it was like, we did this deal with a snake eye, and somebody gave it to him. And long story short, he's like, can you try to get this snake to live? Well, I got the snake here. Bro, it was fucking like 850 grams. See? So, long story short, she wouldn't eat. I'm like, oh my God, she's going to die on us. Like, why the fuck did I take this snake? So, we opened the bin one day. Dude, she's sitting on 3 little tiny chicken eggs, dude. She was bred at 850 grams.
Sheesh.
So she's sitting on 3 eggs, and I called the guy. I'm like, bro, I said, I didn't breed her. I swear, Bubba. So the guy he got her off of, but obviously bred her, and she might have been bigger at the time, whatever. But she's been off food for so long. And literally, long story short, this is going back about 7, maybe 8 years now. She pops out a super citron, super enchy clown pie. That was what was in the egg. So literally, and then the next egg was a super enchy citron or super citron, and then a citron pie. So 3 eggs, they were all female. So we're sitting there thinking, this girl's Partho.
Yeah.
I lived with this now for 3 years till the baby got up. I'm going, she's Partho. There's like, whatever, it's 3 eggs, like da-da-da-da-da. She laid 2, it was 5 eggs total, 2 were slugs. So long story short, 3 lived, 2 slug, 5 egg total. 3. So I breed the pied because the whatever clown ghost doesn't or clown pie doesn't go. Boom. She's not Partho, dude. I have now comboed up black pastel with the this and that. That's how I started this citron project.
Okay.
So I lived with that for 3 years. In my gut, if I'm going to breed this snake, it's going to either not go, something's going to happen, get egg bound. And you got to remember at the time, back in that time, the desert gene was going around, not desert ghost. And it was so weird. I showed it to like Kyle Hoffman. I showed this snake to a bunch of people, and they're like, "Bro, it's a clown pie," but nobody's ever seen anything like it. It's all weird, weird colors and shit. I'm hoping it's not desert. They're going. So I had all that going in my mind at the same time. So when that girl did that shit, it was like, boom, eggs, like relief. But that's what came from. Well, she sits about 3,000 grams now. She's one of my best eating, hardest hitting, crazy snakes. From 850 gram deathbed. Started the Citron project, started all the shit we did with that till today. Said long story for like getting rid of a snake, but that's like every snake has a crazy story, like mostly. Like it's just
well, that would I can now see why Christine would maybe not want you to, there's a lot of feeling wrapped up in that one. I get that.
Something's gotta go.
I was gonna say, but at the same token, Christine, gotta put the feelings aside, dear.
She nursed it. She nursed that snake back to health. She mama mode on some of these snakes. That's why it's hard to. So.
I get it.
He said, doing this so close with my wife too. She takes another approach to this shit. She takes. This is what Christine gets real busy. Christine's been real busy since I went to work with Nate with all this shit. But yeah. Christine's baby mom, like she takes care of the babies. Once they come out and shed everything, it's over to her department.
I thought wasn't Dom doing that too or something?
Helping. Yeah, she got her daughter. We got her daughter helping. She's coming over with the grandbaby all the time, so that's a huge help for Christine.
Oh, I bet.
I'm still coming home and doing all right now. I'm crazy with we're crazy with work right now, but I'm crazy with the snakes right now too. So Nate just told me we got a real crazy busy week that's coming up this week. So I'm like, oh boy, because I got literally 9 clutches due to come out. I'm like, oh, here we go. I knew it was coming.
I feel you on that, dude. Like between the heat, the workload I've had lately, and just like coming home, I'm wiped.
Yep. Same here.
Friday, I was out. Like I came home and I would literally I do not burn very easily. I came home, I looked like a lobster because I was just out in the sun all day in a dump truck bed, shoveling dirt out into a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, bro.
Like that shit sucked so bad because it's something we couldn't use my machine for. So
thank God I'm out on sun. I don't think I'd be able to take it. First of all, I'd probably melt and die.
Dude, it was bad. Like, and then you're in that dump truck bed, and it's like a dark green bed, so that's soaking up heat, basically in like a little oven. it, it was freaking miserable. Like, I came home and I just died. I laid down and that was it. Just done. Don't care. I'm laying next to an air conditioned vent. Do not interrupt or bug me at all.
Like the warehouse we work out of is hot. It gets hot, especially during the day, like as the day goes on. But it's a big garage and it's hot, and then we got a couple fans going in there. But at least where the printer's at, I will say, like, thank God that the printer needs freaking coolness because man, it's like an ice box back there. I mean, every time I walk back, if I'm there, I'm like, oh, thank God. But I only get to sit like when we're printing. I get to sit back there a little bit more than when I'm cutting it because you have to cut it out in the like where it's hot.
Yeah.
So, well, we've been crazy busy, which is good, but yeah.
See, it's good, but it's bad at the same time. Like that's been my big struggle here lately. Is I've just been exhausted. Yeah, I have just flat out just been exhausted. Like there's no good way to put it. Like I literally think I'm running on like half battery at all times at best. And like today, like I did jack shit. I literally sat upstairs.
You're paying for all that freaking time you're off. That's the bitch. It sucks.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's kind of what a lot of it boils down to. Is it just
it's all or nothing, bro. Like I said, every year I get older, that's how I feel. It's like it's go, and freaking you can't even see the end of the tunnel, and then all of a sudden it stops, and you're like, whoa, man, where'd the time go? Where did it all go? It'll be breeding season before we know it again, and these babies will be out. It's just it's life, man. It gets crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely like just even with the channel wise, like I haven't had the energy to even like do videos. I mean, I've been filming the clutch cuttings and stuff, obviously, but like I've slacked so hard on weekly videos just because till I come home, I'm just like, dude, my motivation is I want to lay down. Like I don't lay down, watch a movie with the kids. I don't want to come down here and dick around, film and stuff. I just want to come down here, do what I got to do, mess with the snakes a little bit, and go to bed.
Try switching. Not that you can't, not that it's that easy, but try switching your routine a little bit. Like just like because it's everyday monotony, the same exact way. Going home from work, do this, or like with kids, or then go down to the snake room. Like try switching it. Like do snake stand, then just spend time with the kids or something. Like just to give yourself like something a little different, at least for a couple days.
Like, the only thing is then I start making the wifey mad because then I'm down here instead of up with the kids before they go to bed because then she's stuck with them all day literally, which is gonna make things even worse on me. Like that's the one thing that sucks about having little kids at the moment.
Yeah, the good thing with the YouTube channel, you can take weeks off, 2 weeks there. Like it's here. Like what I mean? You come back to it, like something like that. But like watering the snakes, I get, bro. Like it has.
Well, yeah, like that's the care. The care aspect is not.
Yep.
Like I do not skimp on the care aspect.
Yep, it has. Eyeballs falling out, crying. I get it.
But definitely like keeping up with the channel and everything. That's been where it's like animal care and the family comes first. If I've got time now at this point to do the channel stuff, I'll do it.
Yep.
And it's even getting to like just like the weekends are even filling up really quick. And we might even start, not doing lives as weekly as what we've been.
You gotta do it. Yeah, you gotta do whatever you can do, Jeremy. Like you said, once you burn out, you burn out.
And that's the thing. Like I can feel the burnout, but I'm not burned out yet. But I don't want to get burned out because if I do hit that burnout, then it's going to be fuck it all.
Oh, I know.
And I don't want to do that because this channel, one, I mean, I was surprised by like just even in our group chat from last Sunday, everybody's like, "Where the hell's the live at?"
Yeah,
Like
it becomes a part of
and
everybody.
that's the thing. I feel like I like I don't want to. I feel like I'm letting people down, but at the same token, it's like I've got to make sure I'm here because if I'm not here, it's not worth it at that point.
Got to dig deep, buddy. You got to put your priorities in order, and you got to dig deep. It's the only way to go, man. That's what I was like I said, talking about this shit. This is the grind.
Yes.
I said I put myself in the 65K hole. Like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm gonna get cool snakes, everything. I did this. I've done this before. I've done this before when I knew I shouldn't have. Like, there's all kinds of shit. Now the grind is you did it. Now do it. Eyeballs falling out, depressed, me upset, freaking, I'm tired, this and that. You have to, if it's something you truly believe in, you just keep on grinding.
Yeah.
What clutches we highly anticipating? All right. Bang stuff. 2 bang clutches coming. They're my most anticipated, of course. They're about to be, their shipping dropped yesterday, but they were due to 25th, 26th, whatever. So that Clown Ghost stuff, Blackhead with it, Black Pastel, Clown Ghost Fanatic. Scrambler stuff, doing some Scrambler OD stuff, or high OD. Ghost, Scrambler OD Ghost stuff with Pied. I did some straight up Ghost Hat Pied stuff with a Blackhead. I put Scrambler on a Blackhead. I wanted to see what that did. Dude, there's so many. I made some just for shits and giggles for myself, just to hold a couple back. I put lace in the Exantics, VPI Exantics. So I had to say. VPI, I put some lace in the VPI Exantics Pied.
Okay.
Really digging what Lace is doing with Pied stuff, some of the stuff I've seen and a couple things I made. I think it's going to catch fire once it's really out there and really shown what it's doing. Especially for anybody that's a Pied fan, it's going to be an absolute must. Freaking getting the Lace gene in it cleans it all up. Especially
lace with Exantic too. That's the.
I think you're going to get a very DG Exantic look out of some of this Lace stuff. And,
hell yeah, dude.
And I think with the right genetics put in it, like the ODs and the yellow bellies and the fires and shit, I think you're going to get a really nice platform across Pied with Exantic and Clown. I didn't do any Exantic Clown shit, but I'm sure somebody's onto that, turned on to that, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for anybody that is doing that.
Well, I know with if the likelihood of him getting up to size in time is slim to none for next season, but definitely the one that I hit this year, he's going to go to that pewter leopard lace girl that I got from you to get the Exantic in that way. But yeah, lace is that like it's as just as good, if not better, than DG. I like it better. I like it better, I think, because your single gene version you can still see.
Yes, it's a different look, right? It's a different look of cleanse. Like a DG puts a mask across sometimes. It's not all DG, but sometimes a DG Clown will come out creamy. You know what I'm saying? Like a creamy look versus a clean black, whatever, like stark lined, freaking color pop kind of snake, like a Lace does. Or a Lace will grab a gene and then color pop it. So you can get like a different effect of a Pied or a Clown or any of these combos you're going for with the Lace combos. And I think that like a lot of that stuff's going to really start popping off over the next couple years. So we'll see, man. Supers. I'm literally looking forward to, like I said, I'm trying to hit the super blackhead 8-ball.
Ooh.
I think that's going to be like crazy, like an obsidian looking, right? Like, and then Suma stuff, of course. Like I did a couple Suma things I hope that pan out. It just got proved out to me. Well, it didn't proved out, but years ago, do you remember the GHI Suma got put out there and they were talking about it was the blackest snake ever and all that shit?
Yeah.
I think a girl named Ashley did it. Well, I've done GHI Suma now 2 years in a row, and a guy named Nick has done it too, and he put a couple out there, and he put a big post out. The GHI Suma did not do this black snake that everybody thought. It did a darker Suma, but there was something else still on top of the snake, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of how many dark genes do I got to stack on top of a Suma to turn it into the Black Abyss, basically. What was added? Was it a super GHI? Was it GHI Blackhead? Was it Black Pastel? Was it chocolate? You know what I mean? And I'm trying to take these dark genes because I know I love color pop, so I play with lace. That's why I have so many snakes. Like I love lace, I love DG, and I love freaking Bang, and I love Orange Dream, but I also love black snakes.
Yes.
So, and I like black snakes even more with ringers. Like I'm still a huge crazy fan of these the urban camos and all that kind of shit, and getting that crazy contrast of the freaking grays and the blacks and the freaking tones on them. So I went back to the roots this year and really started playing with that shit again. That's what when I got in, that's what I loved. I saw them kind of black snake. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And then we started ringers and sandblast and all this shit and urban camos, and I'm like, oh, this shit's sick. Then the Pompeii freaking craze came, and COVID came, and we all started talking about Hurricane and Trick and Hurricane were the same gene, and
Trick Hurricane Blitz. And
lace fell into my lap cage. I basically had a couple lace things. I made a couple lace combos. I'm like, oh, this is cool too. So I started chasing all these rabbit holes. Well, I kind of forgot about where I started. So what I did last year, with the market being the way it is and everything, was reset myself and went, the fuck do I like?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm making a lot of snakes. Don't get me wrong. Stuff I was making, I liked. But what do I love?
Yes, it wasn't. You weren't making your passion snakes.
Right. So I was like, started getting back to what I loved, and I started doing a kind of real weird combos and stuff. Some of it's going to pan out, some of it's going to look like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, you're always going to have those things that didn't turn out like I expected.
Yep.
Like I know, like there's, like to answer Marcel's question for me, the next clutch that hatch is probably one of the most anticipated clutches of the year for me, just because that could be a Bang Batman. I think that would be cool to see. Or even at the very least, maybe some spot nose Bang Clown stuff, just get some more Bang Clown stuff sitting in the racks. The next thing is the clutch from that Blackhead Mojave Yellow Belly girl that I got from you.
Yeah.
Like that's because
she's red ringer gene. So when that floats into your stuff, it's not talked about enough, like what red ringer gene actually does in some combos. Like people just like, oh, it's just attached to Blackhead, and then you get this crazy looking Blackhead, and everybody's like, yeah, it's just Blackhead. It's like, no, dude, that freaking snake's awesome. It's got red sides, it's all out, like. So,
well, she was bred to the pastel GHI Exantic Clown, so that's why I'm like she's the way I'm getting Blackhead into the Exantic stuff.
That pastel looks great in that combo. I've made pastel Blackhead GHIs. They're sick.
I would say I'm hoping we can hit some good combos with her.
Yeah,
but she's being a little bit of a contemptible and not wanting to drop the eggs at the moment.
And the red ringer, I keep saying red ringer because that's what they used to call it. Ringer gene is just another thing they said was attached to it. But the red gene on top of the Blackhead, when it's a good red gene, it really changes the outlook. You're going to get snakes. They're going to be pretty much the same snake, and one's going to look 100% different than the other.
Okay.
Like, okay, shit. Like, when it attaches into the Blackhead and into other combos, it starts raising the pattern all floated, and there's like a red patterns all underneath it, and black bones all blushed out. And like, at first I'm like, oh my God, I got like, it looked like 3 extra genes are in something, and it wasn't. It was like this red gene.
That was the red gene.
So I discovered some of it, and I pulled red gene out of some of the Blackhead shit, like purposely to see what it did. But the red gene, like I said, in certain combos, is just wild.
Yeah. Well, I remember you saying how she makes some crazy ass looking babies.
Yeah, dude. We thought when I bred her to a really weird, wacky Mystic Potion. It was like we thought it was like a rain gene back then. It's another really old gene that Christine used to mess with. Because when our Mystic Potion came out, they were blotched white. So it was like the purple Mystic Potion and had white blotches all the way through it. So they look like marble.
Ooh.
So when I made her, that's what I used. Well, when I made I made the same year blackhead Mojaves. I made a bunch of them with yellow belly even. She was so wild looking. Like I said, you have her. Like you saw the pattern on her. We thought she was Phantom. Cool. I had her down for 3 years till she bred as a blackhead Phantom. So I put it again, and we made bells. That's how I knew she was Mojave. So we made blackhead bells and all that shit. That's the only reason I knew she was Mojave, or she still would have been listed as Phantom because that's how much darker she was than a Mojave. Mojaves have like flower patterns. That girl you got has like
she's the pattern's crazy, but then she's also got like that greeny hue to her.
Super greeny.
Yeah, like she's like a greeny, like about as green as I've ever seen a ball python look, basically.
That's that red ringer gene with the way it attached to that yellow belly and being blackhead. Instead of turning red, like it normally does in Mojave, it was the green. And I don't know if it's that weird gene. Like I said, I'm interested to see what you made with her because the shit I did with her, I made bells and stuff, and I made a couple of really wild snakes with them bells. So I want to see what she does more so with different genetics, basically, because I was still playing in that realm with that.
Yeah.
And they were still coming out wacky and weird, but I couldn't put a finger because they were supered. They were just wacky, crazy bells. And Phantom specials I had on that side of that project and all this crazy shit. Shane even has some, like, I made a Phantom special, dude. It's so fucking deep purple. He still has it to this day. It doesn't look like the other ones I have. I'm like, what the fuck is in this stuff? Here, dude, you play with it. And he made some crazy ass red ringer gene freaking blackheads with Enchi and all this shit. They were crazy looking.
Well, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some crazy wacky shit out of her. Main thing was I have to get blackhead into the Exantic stuff. That's just that was the must for this year.
She's the right one, dude. Like I said, I will toot my own horn. I believe wholeheartedly I have some of the best blackhead in the country.
Dude, I would agree with you on that. Yes.
Like
hands down, I would agree with you 100%.
I've seen a lot of people pop out some blackhead combos, and I look at mine, I look at theirs, I'm like, the freak is it missing, or what the hell do mine have? Like, night and day from each other.
Well, that just goes down to, if you've got a good line.
Yep. I have some.
It shows.
Yeah, mine was. It was second generation from Ralph Davis himself when he had it. So a guy I know got it, and he bred it. Into whatever, and then they got the blackhead. That's what my first one was a blackhead Phantom.
Okay.
And that's how I started the blackhead project. It was with that soul snake, and then I've made hundreds of them since. Like now I have ghost clown blackheads and all kinds of shit.
Well, I'd say at least probably good 80 to 90% of the blackhead stuff you make. Whenever I'm looking at it, it's always what catches my eye. It's your blackhead stuff.
It's like my favorite. It's like my favorite. It has a dark gene. It is my favorite dark gene next to mahogany, because mahogany is starting. I feel like I'm pulling back the layers on some of the shit mahogany can do.
Yeah.
It's Stranger, man. I just did that Stranger clutch. I don't know, man. That clutch was pretty freaking cool. I like it. That Stranger might start creeping up there into my top favorite dark genes.
Well, it's strange. Like I know Stranger one not that long ago was so hyped and high priced. Like, is it still up there on the price range, or has it dropped drastically?
It dropped drastically pretty much across the board. Like all the genes that's been around for like 10 plus years. Stranger's been around for 10 plus years. They all did a nosedive because a lot of people, what happened in my brain, what happened is it fell into a lot of people's hands at the time because like breeders were just making the shit and pushing it out as fast as they could during COVID at the time. So a lot of people got this stuff that they didn't really know what they were doing with stuff. And they were slapping snakes together, and then they were making stuff, and they didn't feel they could move it. So they played the number of games, race to the problem, right? Some guys for 6, I'll do it for 5. Oh, he has it for 5, I'll do it for 4. And just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
But what you don't see, like I said, a lot of stuff is now starting to really trickle out, and I think it's going to take another 2 years really to really thin this shit out. Hard to make snakes or whatever, or gened up or whatever, like rarer snakes, is not easy to do. You might end up with one in a couple clutches. You might end up with one in a clutch. You might end up, 2 here, 1 there. But a lot of these guys, because you got to think, thousands came in during COVID, and they were slapping shit together with no freaking knowledge at all about what genetics were, pricing was. They know they spent $3,000, $4,000 to slap these snakes together. Oh no, the market crashed. I'm just trying to get anything I can get out of this, just to fucking get it, like get anything.
Yeah,
I'm
just
done.
to make a little bit back.
This sucks. I hate it. Like, oh my God, I lost all my money. So they're just like, they didn't care. They were shooting them out there for 300, 200, 300, whatever. Well, that became the new norm for the price for the year because they all did it. Once one guy did it, that's copy. It's rinse and repeat. A bunch of guys with no knowledge, man. It's freaking one dumb room. So, you know what I mean? Like, the dummies were like following the dummies. Well, then the bigger breeders were like, well, shit, they're all doing it. I'm sitting on freaking 10 of them. So they freaking started adding to the party. Well, guess what, though? They're running out.
I would say there's a lot of stuff I've noticed where it seems like just me looking for some different combos and stuff on Morph Market lately.
Yes.
I punch in something that I think, oh, well, there should be a couple there, and there's nothing there.
Nothing. Like, if I like us, we'll list a gun of shit. Every time I go to list a snake, not every time, but a lot of times, 7 out of 10 times, it's never been posted. There's never been one sold, let alone a category for it, and like for the combo. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, am I really thinking that far outside the box that like my snake's the only one out there? Or like, you look up Citron, anybody goes to do that, 90% of them are Triforces. Like, and it was around before I got it. I mean, Morgan Hill had it, and freaking Boa Barn had it. And like, listen, they did very limited shit, so I got it very fresh. But it's shit like that. It's like just a handful. There's nothing compared to but my snakes, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, like, but I do think the shit is starting to be dispersed. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of shit still out there, and
hell yeah, yeah.
There's a lot of people that are still going to fall. There's a lot of people that are going to shut their collections down because they're not making money. It's cost a lot to feed. I get it, but it is going to narrow out. It just seems like every time I want a snake, every snake I look for is expensive. I don't.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Depending how you grow your collection,
right?
Once you get to a certain point, the only way an animal is worthwhile to add in at the point you're at and the point that I'm starting to get to, you've got to drop a decent amount of money because otherwise you've got stuff that's better than that to begin with.
Right. But I also feel that there is a ladder that some people do have to climb. Like, I'm not telling anybody to go take their freaking half their freaking year's salary and go buy a bang, right? If you're newer, that is something I would not recommend to do. If you do, it'd be a great investment if you're willing to hold.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that to just make snakes to be like, oh, I can take this to this normal and this freaking banana yellow belly and I can make a mint because these bangs are $5,000-$10,000 online, you already failed. Because it's not going to happen. All you're going to do is drop the freaking market down because you just made a bunch of shit that you just put into the market that you were to try to make money. It's not going to work that way. The way to make money and keep a project high, dump a couple into the market, like I said, that you can't use or whatever. Be prepared to hold some of this back because literally, the longer you have it and nobody else has it, the more it's going to whatever. You're going to get farther ahead in a project instead of literally releasing the same exact snake you made. So literally, like me, right? I made 4 bang clowns last year. If I would have released all 4 bang clowns, just say I was like, you know what? I got it for 10 grand. I'll take 5. People line up at the door, like $5 shit. I'll buy that all day. But what did I just do? I just put them on the same level I got. I used the bang clown to make them. Now all of a sudden I got 4 guys. Cool. I got a couple bucks in my pocket for the first year. They all take it because they're now, oh, bang's a freaking moneymaker. Take it to everything. And now 40 bangs are made, 50 bangs, whatever. Just say they make 10 a piece.
Yeah.
And now they think it's just about money. They dump them all into the market. You just killed your own market, dude, because you just gave everybody the same snake you have. You can't get farther than them. What happens? They got better females than you. Just put you out of business, basically, making that shit because they're going to hit it first. You ain't going to be shit. You'll be sitting there like, oh my God, I just sold them all. That 20 grand's gone. You spend it at McDonald's and Wawa because you know how expensive that shit is. So you ain't got a freaking pot to piss in. You're just some failed breeder that freaking came in and wrecked yourself in a year.
And that's exactly why, like with those the double-head Xanthic clown ones, like they will not go.
No.
Like I am not putting someone at that level in that project. Like that, everybody, that is my shit.
Well, people coming to me all the time, why is that so expensive? All these other snakes I can get a DG pied for freaking whatever, like $1,000. I can buy a DG clown combo for freaking $5,000-$10,000. I get asked all the time, why is your freaking bang 10 grand? And it's 10 grand because I'm money hungry, because that's not at all. Anybody knows me, it's not it.
Yeah.
It's 10 grand because I know whoever's going to spend that 10 grand is going to respect the fuck out of that snake. They're going to come in, they're going to learn about it. We're going to make whoever gets it is going to be like me, get to see shit that's never even been hatched before and be part of something that's going to go a duration instead of just be flopped out in 3 years. That's what happened to Stranger. It's what happened to Cypress. It's what happened to all the genes you know, because freaking the breeders got it. They dumped it in. They were on the same level. Boom. Everybody bred it because it was the hottest shit on the market. They freaking flooded it out. Next thing you know, we got $300 Cypress normals.
Yep.
Or they're not. I mean, Cypress clowns. I mean, now at this point, the normals are what, $40, dude. Cypress, dude. When I got in, Ian waved one in front of my face. Said $15K. I said, holy shit! I couldn't afford $15K, but I got it, man. And don't think for a minute that Jessica Bolka, Ozzy, Babu, all these guys that were smart about it, made their money on it, and when the Cypresses they have today, because they bred them for years, took 15 years to make. Took 10 years to make, right? They're sitting with the Cypress Desert Ghost Clown, Het Puzzle, freaking whatever, Tri-Stripe in their rack, and of course they're not worried about a fucking $50 Cypress that's sitting in your rack, right? Like, because they got the firepower.
Yep, they're years ahead of that at this point.
Right. Every time Justin shows a snake, a really killer snake, how long do you think he had to Pompeii before he dropped it on the world?
Oh, dude, he had like,
bro.
He had breeders sitting there popping them out by the time he showed them off. You know it.
Because he's smart. And that's the same thing with the bang shit. Like I said, yes, you can bang head. You can get into this shit. You can do some awesome shit. Prepare to hold back. Go for a project. This thing is so wide open, you can go anywhere.
That's the neat thing. All of us that are in it, as far as I know, are basically taking it all different directions. There's not really anybody going the same route with it.
And you even could do the same route, but do another added extra special. Nathan only has so many snakes. He can only make so many bangs. I have only so many snakes. I can only make so many bang combos. You do with TSK. I don't even got that shit. I can't even dance on that parade. Gavin's over there in the UK doing his red stripes and his wild shit too, like all them crazy genes he's got.
Yep.
Again, it's not about you can make money doing this. This is not about like boom, cash in. I can make a $10,000 snake and cash out. If you get into this shit, $10,000 snake, whatever, you can make some shit. Like, it'll pay you back. It's like, but you have to know what you're in for with a $10,000 snake. So that's what I'm saying. Don't go into this like maybe that's not your goal. But if you want to start to become a breeder and shit, get in some $400, $500,000, whatever. Make some cool shit. Just put it out there. Oh my God, I haven't seen that before. That's freaking cool. Who did that? Just say we're talking about Marcel asked this question. It's Marcel. Fuck Marcel, dude. Look what Marcel made. Jeremy, look what Marcel made. Nate, look what this dude made. Next thing you know, we're all talking about, all right, dude, what are you doing with it? Well, I ain't for sale. Well, no shit. It shouldn't be. Hold that shit and make some more cool shit. And then you start. Next thing you know, you start building it. Year 1 comes around. Year 2, year 3. That's how you start. That's how you build into this or whatever, like Beyond Me or anything like that. I came into this with kind of peanuts. Vision, started putting shit together, making cool snakes nobody's ever seen. The gray matter, like I said, was one of the things that really got a lot of people to know who we were. And after that, yeah, gray matter's like $300-$400. I don't even know. But at the time, man, when they were made, they were the holy shit.
Yep.
At that time.
So they were.
And if you don't think another holy shit snake's not coming tomorrow, not from us, but in the world, you're all freaking mistaken.
Dude, there's always going to be that one snake that comes out every year, or that one combo that will just knock your freaking socks off. And I know Nate said it in our one chat that the neat thing with the Bang project is that basically everything we're making is all world's first.
Yes.
Like that,
for sure.
You know, some people may say, oh, well, whoop-de-doo. It's a neat little feeling to know that what you've made is the first to ever exist.
No, like I said, a lot of people get a lot of information about Bang Gene on here because we're involved in it. And like I said, Nate did so good with this project, right? Nate to me is the best perfect example. Nate could cash out, right? He could just be like, oh, whatever, man. Bang project, boom. He's got a lot of them. He can do this. He can do that. He can do whatever he wanted to, but he cares about it so much he don't. He holds.
Yeah.
He doesn't want. He doesn't want to hold, but he has to until it's farther. It might take another 2-3 years. It might take 4 years. It might take 1 year. I don't know, but the day will come where he's like, all right, Bang Hets might come down a little bit because Bang Clown Het DG is behind the corner, like whatever. But he's not releasing that until the Bang DG is made, and then you release the DJs. Because then you just got to keep progressing. And like I said, as a breeder, you have to keep it, then release it. You can't just. The problem with a lot of people right now is just releasing their freaking awesome shit and just literally putting people right on their level. And
Yeah.
it's like that drives me nuts. It's like, dude, it's the first way to fail. Like, goddamn, dude, I've done it. Like I said, I've been up the side of both these streets. I've released a lot of the clown Het ghost stuff I made, bro. I've had people send me pictures. Look what I made. I'm like, fuck me, man. I was like, I haven't even made a clown ghost yet. You freaking sit there with like triple gene clown ghost. And so I know what it is. I know what it feels like on both sides of this.
Yeah. Keith wants to know, what do you guys think about black lace? I know nothing about black lace.
Well, I heard a little bit of this. I heard a little bit about this, that about black lace. Black lace to me, used to be black lace blackback. So now they come out with this thing called black lace. That's, I don't know. It's like I don't even know what it is. So I don't know. What's it compared to? Like at this point, I've heard so much information about this shit. My head's like fogged with it. But blackback lace was Het Xanthics back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Which green pastel, blackback lace. And that's what confused a lot of people when lace gene came out. A lot of people thought it was the blackback lace gene that came out, and it wasn't.
Oh, look, there's Ash. What's up, dude? Mr. Malice in the house.
Said at the Het Red Complex. So he has the same thought I did with what I thought it was.
Okay. I know I'm excited with that girl that I've got here in the sitting in the racks because it reminds me very much of Ash's Malice gene, which is what drew me to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, as down the road, Ash and I might have to do a collab and see if it isn't the same thing.
Yep.
Or at least do some comparing and contrasting. But I will say this, the color of that girl is freaking nuts.
You'll do cool shit with it. Like that granite stuff, it's not created equal. There's so many.
And that's the thing. Like Ash has what I think is his Malice is freaking killer. Actually, that girl shut out. Let me go get her once. Show her off once because she's never been showed off yet on channel.
I'm gonna show you a snake, Jeremy, man. I got a gene very similar to that in my collection. I just never really talked about it, and I call it the lags. Like lags means look another granite to me, but it's like they aren't created equal. Like that's a wild one.
Like I think the pattern's really crazy, but it's the color too.
Yeah.
Like the color, it's not brown. It's like somewhere between brown and gray in person.
I got 2 GHIs that have that color. It's weird. And I never knew what was in them.
But if this does prove out to be something, I'm going to call it Kyber. Just to hit my Star Wars fandom aspect. But Ash, we might have to do some compare and contrasting. Well, mine actually, I got it from Greg over at Scaled Paranoia, but it originally came from Ian. It is an African import.
Yep.
So
importing. Get some cool shit.
So I'll throw you up here, John. Oh, yours is really whacked out too.
Yeah, I got a couple things like this floating in here. Now this was from a black pastel or cinnamon blackhead pairing. Now I thought it was a black pastel cinnamon, or not black pastel cinnamon, black pastel blackhead when I made her. Now she's double head ghost and clown. A couple of these babies came out with this crazy granity, whatever you want to call it, flowers.
Yeah.
So we'll see what she does. And I picked it up out of my clown stuff, believe it or not. I think.
So that's just nuts, dude. Ash is saying it looks like he's saying that both of them are going to prove out. So we'll find out. This girl's definitely got some growing to do. But like
But this is that kind of stuff we were just talking about. Like, I could have thrown this on the table and been like, all right, cool. Here's a wacky, weird black pastel blackhead combo. And like I said, she's way lighter than black pastel combos I made.
Yeah.
Could have sold her off for $100 and $200, $300, whatever it was at the time when I made her. But then again, like I said, if this is one of those things, like I never made a snake like that at that point. If I put this, it does prove out to do something crazy, right? It does like some weird bad. What are you doing, Jawa? It'd be a wasted opportunity. Like it just gave it away. I made it and just here.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't making them at a clip like 6 or 7 were popping out and like, oh, okay, this is just this. It was one of a kind.
Well, first thing I'm doing with this girl when she's up to size is getting Xanthic thrown into it.
Of course.
I'll be right back. I do need to do an update video on just kind of going over some of the new additions that have come here. Do need to do a video on that. Rizzo, what's going on? Another channel member. Thank you very much for the super chat about the burnout thing earlier. Don't let yourself get there. This channel is what got me back into snakes after not having any for about 15 years. Well, thank you, dude.
See? It's that kind of shit.
Thank you.
Now, here's that little hurricane clutch that just literally crawled at the egg. Or hurricane, yeah, the hurricane's pastel stranger. And now this is a head. So I had like the hurricane, the freaking stranger, neat pastel. So that's that one. And this one's even like this one hit with the Enchi, same morph, just hit with the Enchi. That's hurricane, pastel, stranger. I'm trying to get the pattern.
Oh, dude, speaking of Enchi, remember that hypo clutch I just hatched out?
Yeah.
One of the I guess it was like the all geners.
Mm-hmm.
One of those died.
Oh shit!
Just like it was in shed, and came down, checked on everything, and one was gone. It's just like fuck, man.
I hate that shit.
That's killer looking. I really like that.
That's what I meant about the blacks that was talking about earlier. See that outline around every one of them, bro.
Dude, that's nuts.
It looks like somebody like traced it with a Sharpie. So that's the pastel hurricane, Enchi stranger. I have one still in the egg that missed the Enchi. It's even wilder than this one. But this one here is pretty freaking cool, dude. Because like I said, I'm in the dark snake.
Dude, I was gonna say that almost looks like a Sumatran python.
It does. This stranger hurricane.
Dude, that's dark.
It's dark as fuck, dude. And it has all this little. I can't wait to show everybody after it sheds. This is.
All that like speckling in the dorsal.
Yeah. So this literally is out the egg today. So these guys have to go through their color change. So this is going to get darker, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Like a lot darker. It just literally crawled out today. So
dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like crazy.
Well, I know like you all are gonna have to wait for the video on it, but like this next bang clutch that will be the next video that comes out. Just be prepared to be wowed. That's all I can say. Like some killer babies. Excuse me.
Another one that just crawled out. So this is Ghost Clown, black pastel. I'm not sure if it hit like yellow belly. There's a blackhead in the pairing. don't look like the color of blackhead, but it has like the chain linking kind of. It's weird. Might be yellow belly.
Okay.
So this was a bucket list snake for me. The hit. This is what I set out to hit was the black pastel ghost clown. When I saw that back, I don't know how many years ago now, but when what's it called? Put him out. Cabolca showed one, and Miguel Garcia from AEW showed his hypo black pastel. I was just freaking was like, that is the coolest snake in the world.
That's definitely a beautiful looking, man.
So I made black pastel my hobby ghost clown. I shot past it, like we were talking about, too far. This now I finally hit it to where, and again that was another one. Didn't think about it. I was like, little 5-egg clutch. Boom, there it was. And everything else was no clowns. A couple ghosts like pewter. I was like, so that was like the gem.
No, hey, at least you hit the gem though. That's the thing. You hit the gem.
Christine cut it and she goes, babe. So I'm like, what? She's like, you hit it. I'm like, I hit what? Like the black pastel. I was like, oh, that was so 5 years ago.
That was so 5 years ago.
I was so happy though. I was joking with her because I set out probably to hit it 5 years ago when we made the hets and all.
Well, it's nice. I will say it's nice to see, those years of hard work, because I've gotten to experience it this year, of seeing those projects that you've been looking forward to and missing the odds and just having everything not fall into place.
Yep.
It's nice when it finally does hit. You're just like, yes, thank God it's done. I can move on to something next.
I just, like I said, after that Gettysburg show, like I said, I was talking about like how it was like a nice, calm, relaxing atmosphere, like the way the shows would have been so chaotic lately and everything.
Yeah.
Talking to a lot of people, I am hoping that like people just get back down to snakes, right? Not worrying about their value, not worrying about the market, just get back to making some cool ass stuff you want to see. Get it out there. Somebody you're gonna look at, love it too.
Yep.
The market's gonna find its middle, man, and like no matter what. As stressed as even I've been about it, and everybody, it was just a lift off me. Like, just get back to the freaking way it used to be. Just not care about what a snake was worth. The only reason I cared was to feed them.
I was gonna say, I think though, if you when people stop worrying about that aspect, right, you can actually you do start to just enjoy and get back to the root of it.
Yep. This year has been so good. It's so fun again to cut eggs again. Like. And I'm not saying I lost that, but it was like that shit was stressful. It was very stressful. I saw what was coming at that point. Like, it was like, oh man, like, and a lot of odds didn't hit for us last year either because I was so stressed out on top of it. So I was like I said, a lot of people on here to watch. I went to work with Nate. I had a lot of stuff happen with my own business where I worked at a hospital painting and stuff. I put all my eggs in one basket and shut down. So. A lot of stuff was just happening and it wasn't fun. Like I said, that's why I told you, Jeremy, you have to like step back, freaking breathe, soak it all in, and just start pick your direction again.
Yeah.
I literally had to do that last year because I was literally about living in a cardboard box. Like I was losing my mind. Like I said, the market was whatever. I had all these going on. The job was not bringing in the money. Christine hurt her leg real bad last year. She could barely walk.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about her leg.
Yep. So she could help me, but she was hurt. She was hurt for like almost the entire year. So it was just everything was just hitting. This year was like, I put my head down, fucking grind, and is like refocused, and it's been working out good for that. Like the mental state is coming back. I'm a lot more happier, like with certain shit.
I know for like my big thing is like I just get so like I don't know, scatterbrained, foggy, like
dude, it's
like it
time to make the donuts is a real thing, dude. Like when I say that, when you fall on a freaking every day it's the same. It doesn't feel like anything. And then you look around and you go, where the fuck did the time just go?
Mm-hmm.
Where did I go? What happened? You didn't even get to enjoy any of it, or not enjoy it. You're numb. And then just it's another. You're like, fuck, man, I'm 5 years older or whatever. People stay in this fog for a long time. It's a lot of people's problem.
Yeah, and that like, it can hurt you too. Like you start just like doing stupid shit.
It can
Like you literally go onto like an autopilot.
It'll devastate.
And it.
But a lot of people.
I mean, that's all there is to it. Like you could just go into this mindset where you're literally on an autopilot mind frame.
And the first thing a human brain will do is it goes into save mode. You'll start bailing. You'll cut off your nose to spite your face, even though it's shit you don't want to do. You think it's whatever, and that's the problem. And that's not even a problem. The shit you cut. Like a lot of people are in denial. They everything else around them is the problem. They're cutting all the shit they love out, making themselves even more miserable.
Yep.
I watch it all the time, man. I deal with a lot of people calling me up to buy their collections. It's heartbreaking sometimes. So
I know it does suck to see a lot of the people getting out because of being just overrun, losing the passion, getting burned out. Like it's definitely one of those things where that's not going to be the case here.
Yeah.
As far as like the snakes, like, but like some of the other things, like I was saying earlier, like 1 week we might not have a live just because hey, other things need to take precedence or priority over something. So I mean, it's
whatever, Jeremy.
It's one of those, like, the YouTube channel has built up so much, and like it's helped me, I think, get to where I'm at and how I've been as successful as I have been with everything.
For sure.
Is wholeheartedly probably the channel, the live stream. So for anybody that's worrying, no, I'm not going to like say the hell with this channel. But there may be weeks where there might not be a video, like you guys have already been seeing.
Yep.
There might not be a live here or there, just because
this channel's a break from your life, though, bro. Like I said,
it is.
It's a break. I know it's like maybe, like I said, maybe you think about it. Maybe change the time. Maybe change the day. Like there's a lot of certain things you can do. There's so many options. Just literally use them. Like I said, there's all kinds of ways to do this shit. Like. Maybe, like I said, there's some people like instead of getting out, shrink down a little bit, concentrate on whatever. Stop listening what to breed. Do your own thing. Like do your own research. Check out the snakes. If you think that snake's awesome, how can you make it better?
Yep.
There's so many people that I've talked to, and I'm like, John, what should I put to this? And I look at them, and
I hate that question. I hate that question when people ask me, "What should I pair?"
It's flattering. It's a double road. It's very
it is.
Because they're like, I trust what you say. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to breed your snake. I want you to take credit for this because if you hit it, it was John's idea. Yep. And I want you to be like, I want whoever it is. I'm not singling anybody up, but I want that person to look down and go, I did this. Like you are going to feel so much better that you came up with this contraption to fucking make this insane cool snake. I can help you. I could be like, oh, that gene wasn't work there or that. Yeah. But I try to avoid the straight up take this snake or go buy this snake. Or, I never even tell anybody to buy any of mine and use this. I will give you all the options. Like this can do this. This can do that. What are you looking for? Do you want contrast? Do you want freaking light? Do you want dark? Do you want both? Do you You like clowns? Do you like the? So I'll talk all day to somebody about that shit. But at the very end of the tunnel, Ron's a perfect example. His snakes this year. That son of a bitch. He came on here and said it. I said, Ron, breed your snakes. That motherfucker bred 30 snakes. He took 30 males, 30 females up the river, down the river. And I said, oh, shit.
I remember. Yes.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen with somebody. He's like, John, did what you told me to do. I was like, oh, fuck, don't listen to me no more. Don't listen to me no more. I say some shit, you just go, fuck you, John. I ain't listening to you because you just fucked up. So he had me laughing so hard, but I've talked to him so much. Like I became real close with Ron. Like he now is learning genes that are coming out, and it's so cool to watch. Like him try to figure this out and then ask me, John, what? And he'll tell me what he thought he made, and I'll be like, right, or I'll be like, bro, you're so fucking far off. What the frick you come up with that shit? And they're like, it's fun, right? But he's watching it, and every time I go, what do you like? And that's what a lot of people I think miss. They don't look down and actually look at what they like. They just go by what somebody said or what the value is. Look down at the snakes. What do you like?
I was gonna say the value or the what's that hot gene, that hot combo. Let's all go follow, and that's what leads to the area where we're at now, where you've got 100 of the same freaking snake because everybody shot for the same shit.
Got that. And again, there's some snakes on tables to me. They're listed $200, $300, $400, $600, whatever they are, cheaper than a $10,000, $4,000 snake, whatever. And I look at people and they're like, "Well, I bought this, blah 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 blah." Say head sunset, head monsoon, head through set, whatever. And I look at them like, "Bro, you just arguably to me." I won't say it to them. I'm like, they bought the worst genes ever to put in that fucking snake. Like, it's already brown. You just freaking literally loaded it with a black head, black pastel, blah blah blah. I'm sitting there like, oh fudge. But that's a lesson they'll have to. If they like that, I have nothing to say. But if you bought it because literally somebody said like that genetics the valuable and it's it, you're in trouble, man. Because when you plop out that freaking shit brown snake, it's gonna take a very small audience to freaking buy that shit brown snake. Because I know I love black, I love dark clowns, bro. There's a niche for it. There's not a lot of people that love just a dark ass clown.
Yeah,
I'm part of that. I love that, but being another 20 people. But if I put, like I said, I showed that cool ass hurricane with the black rings around it. Well, that opens up another division.
That's a whole different ballpark there with that shit.
So now you got another division of people coming in and go, fuck, I like that. And then you put red stripe on it. Now brighter, and another opens up another 100 people. You got to be careful how niche you are, how much niche you do. Basically, what I mean by that is like how much of that particular thing. I wouldn't want to pop out freaking my whole season just hurricane strangers. I love that snake, but it would be very hard to move. Well, dozens of hurricane strangers. So I'd be like, okay, make 3 or 4 of them.
If you would end up doing that, it would you'd almost end up doing like where I'm at with like where I had my revelation with my collection this year is that leopard is fucking everywhere. Every bin I open up, it seems like there's a fucking leopard combo in there. And this year, everybody, I had the epiphany, I think I love leopard a little too much. I got to start getting rid of some of this shit. Because, to me, I've not seen a bad leopard combo. But if everything's got leopard in it, and when I'm breeding it, I'm going to end up making everything leopard. And not everybody likes leopard like I do.
There's so many different ways to go about this as like a mini business. Like, say somebody goes, I'm going to start doing my first shows. Well, start putting it on your Instagram and your Morph Market and your Facebook and everything. I'm going to go do this show in 3 months. So, literally, like, okay, put it out there. You're doing a show. You're brand new, whoever you are. Like, you don't need tablecloths. You don't need banners yet. You're just doing a show. See if you can get a pre-sale, man. See if you can get anybody. Like, inquire, talk to me. Like, see if you get a pre-sale. So when you go to that show, maybe that table's paid for. Yep. So when you sit there all day as a brand new person and maybe not sell a snake, or maybe you sell 10, I don't know. But just say you don't sell a snake, you don't feel so sick about it.
Yeah.
And like go, okay. And like you might gather in another one, then you sell another one, now you're feeling good. Now you're like, oh shit, man, I freaking got my table paid for it and my first show ever, whatever, second, third, I sold a snake. And then keep doing that as you're doing shows. Keep promoting yourself. And that's how the people will start coming and then put out arguably like cool snakes. Don't put out triple head vanilla, man, or freaking like you got to be somebody to do that. Like Sorrentino does that shit. He's established. He's doing that shit for his own projects. You want to buy the byproduct, which is awesome byproduct, have at it. You know Sorrentino got it. But as a new person, you don't want a table full of them.
Yeah.
You don't want a table full of just black pastel combos or not combos, like black pastel. You want combos, banana maybe in it, but yellow belly, some freaking whatever, make it a little this, make it a little that, maybe an ultramel here, maybe. So you want a couple of things because you got to remember, you're in a sea of people. Like I said, I'm there, you're there, and they're literally walking by these tables with all this crazy shit on it. You got to do something to kind of stand out.
Yes. And that's the big thing. Like my first couple of shows, it was very discouraging.
Yes. It's very
because you're there, you're new. Yep. No one's ever seen you. You've got to have those animals that pop a little bit. So that way, like you said, it draws them to you.
Yep.
But you've also got to make,
talk.
Why do they want to buy these animals from you that they don't know, but they've seen, John and Christine or Nate there with Infinite Possible. They've seen all these other big dogs there repeatedly has something very similar.
And then
what makes them want to purchase from you?
And then the other biggest thing, just clean 100% and talk. And don't talk out your ass. This is one thing a lot of newer guys do. They just start talking about shit they hear and talk. I'm not talking about like just sit there and like go down rabbit holes, because like if it's a seasoned person, they're gonna look at you like you're an idiot. Stop talking. Like this whatever. Like just stop. And or the other way around, new person, you give them bad information. And once they get the person and be like, so and so said, and be like, so and so don't know his head from an ass. You can't make freaking. This pie is not going to give you 66% head of the pie 66% of the time. Like, you know what I mean? Because you got guys saying shit like that all the time. So, kind of like you said, do your research, whatever. Talk to them about like just their snake collections and like what are they into, and like let a person talk to you instead of talking at them. Do on top of the snake shows. But there's so many things to keep this going. I see so many people like, John, I can't do this. I'm failing. I'm like, bro, like, did you try this? No. Try them. Next thing you know, like they're trying certain things and like, dude, they feel better. So,
and that's not everybody has. How do I put it? Not everybody's technique will work for everybody. You've got to find your own path. You've got to find that system that works for you. Because like your system might not work for me. My system might not work for you. We all have different strengths as far as, where and how we do our sales and stuff.
Like my table, we'll say, like I said, anybody's been to our table locally that's watching, my hand sanitizers say, please use before you touch our balls. Now, it's funny. We all think it's funny. Everybody thinks, 99% of people think it's funny. It is funny. But you will have a mom that's walking by with her little kids, don't know they're ball pythons. Yep. And I had a lady walk up to me. She goes, "You're a fucking pig." I went, "Holy shit, what the hell did I do to you?" Like, okay, we got a problem here. She's like, "That's disgusting." And I went, "They're ball pythons." It was a play on words joke. And she was like, she felt dumb after she said it. Like, she was like, thank God she wasn't like a total Karen. She was like, okay. And she's like, that's not like appropriate. Like, I was like, well, I can't help you didn't know what I didn't have, but I was like, I'm sorry if I offended you. I had to play that kind of role, but basically, want to tell her to go F herself. But you can't do that. Yeah. But you know what I mean. You just have to be real, like, careful. Like, if it was a new person with a table and you had something like that on your table, it might not go well. Like you said, if she's sitting there, Denzel's her friend, and you're just like, oh shit. So it's you got people are funny. People are.
Oh yeah. I definitely got to feel people out.
I had a pair of customers come up to me, and it was a couple, and I said, "Hello, guys." It was women. Said, "Do we look like men to you?" I said, "Oh shit." So God, so I had to find a new way of not being like gender. Like it was like I had to.
That's the hardest thing there for me is like trying to make sure you're just neutral on it all.
Right. It wasn't trying to be offensive. I always say, "What up, guys?" to everybody. A room full of men, women. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's just my.
No, yeah. I mean, but it's also look at the time frame where you grew up and I grew up. The lingo has changed drastically.
So I changed it like, how's everybody doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like just the loose word for a group, if there's a group of people. Or
I know a lot of times I'll say folks. If it's like multiple is how all you folks doing? Try to, because there's been a few of those where it was like,
how y'all doing?
Like, it can go either way. It's just like, all right, well, definitely gotta, play this one on the save.
I had a psycho lady girl come up to me, and like I said, I'll tell you 2 more stories about this stuff with shows. I've been doing them so long. I had a girl come up to me and literally put her hands on my table. She goes, "Do you have any spiders on your table?" And I went, "What? Spiders?" I was like, "No, I don't." It was like more recent than back in the day. She goes, good. She goes, because I was about to report you. I said, to who? what do you mean? She goes, they're, what's it called? It's abomination and freaking cruelty to animals. Like, she went on down this path, and I'm like, I don't have any, so I don't know why we're having this conversation. So she hit every table, and she was going buck shit crazy throughout the entire trip. She was a little metal, you know what I mean? Like, I had another girl. This is a crazy story we ever had. I had a girl come up and slam a freaking document on the table, and I said, "What is this? That you, if I buy a snake from you, that you will sign this, that the snake will not bite me." I said, "What?" That happened to Gettysburg. It was one of the funniest things. I went through the show, man. People were like cracking up and making jokes for months about that. But she was dead serious, man. She had a hand, whatever, typed up. And I don't know who she went to after that show, but I sat there. I'm like, I cannot guarantee one of my snakes will not bite you. I was like, I could pull out the nicest snakes here. I'm telling you, and they may never bite you. They might never. I said, but you're telling
you never can guarantee that shit.
I was like,
never.
So I said to her, I said, what does this entail? If my snake bites you, what? I was going to sue me? No, you're going to get the snake back, and there might be a problem. I'm like, well, then I'm not. Of course, I'm not selling to you now at this point. Like, take your little paper and go. But
yeah,
I said to her, I was like, yeah, does anybody going to buy your snake? I said, if they do, I want you to stop back. I want to see what you bought. So they sold her a snake, but you do get shit like that at shows, like weird, out of control, out of left field stuff.
And a lot of it's probably, I hate this point fingers, but probably the much younger generation.
She was younger. She was whatever. That girl was younger, but it's just be prepared for it. Like, don't snap. My first reaction, like I said, I'm a hothead. Like, I'm an Italian. I'm freaking out ADHD. Like, something where sound goes wrong, somebody's chewing too loud, I'm turning on, saying, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, I control myself. So doing snake shows humbled me out a lot. Being like crazy questions, insults. I've had guys come up to me like, "It's too fucking much. What do you think you're on?" Blah, blah, like being assholes. I have had people come up and tell me I'm going to sell them a snake for a certain price, and that's all there is to it. I'm like, what? Like, you're going to give that to me for $100? It's a $300 or $400 snake. I'm like, no, I'm not. The fucking fight with you. It's like I've had a customer rip another snake out of somebody's hands while they were holding it.
What?
Yep, snatched it right out of their hands. I had a girl that I was weary about giving her the snake to hold. She's like, "I'll be okay." She took him and threw it across all my displays like a pinball machine. I was like, freaking wung it down the displays, fell off the table, hit the floor. I was devastating. Like I said, I've done so many shows now. I've seen every walk of life. It's just, you got to be prepared for when you do shows. Like, you never know what's coming.
Yeah. Now this, what James is talking about here, that was at last year's Repticon, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
I missed. I was there. I missed the whole thing of what was going on, but I do remember a ruckus being going on there.
I've seen people get pulled out of freaking Hamburg, freaking in handcuffs, bringing in a invasive species, selling them on the table, all kinds of crazy shit.
Jason, now I want to see an uncontrolled John.
Dude, this happened, man. You said that's a private conversation stuff. There's been a couple times where we Christine's worse than I am, by the way, guys. Like, fucking, she got a shorter fuse with me with certain things, but she's calm. But it's once in a blue moon. It's kind of weird. I'm just talking about whatever, because we're doing a show right now, talking about all the weird shit. 90%, 97% of the people are nice.
Yeah.
Right. So you do have like a lot of just nice people. You'll have weirdos all the time, but like really bad interactions don't happen that often.
It's just every once in a while. Like I've not had any bad interactions yet. Knock on wood.
Right.
But I have had the whole spider thing. You know, someone asked, "Do you breed spider?" And they're like, well, "Yeah, I've got like 3 of them on the freaking table. If you would just like one, if you would look, and 2, like if you're educated on what you're preaching about here, you would have seen with your own eyes that it's right there." Like, so it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh no, I don't breed it. You know, that just looks like it. You know, that's not it.
Yep, we've had, like I said, and then we've had great stuff happen. Like somebody come into the show and like buy their first snake ever and drop $1,000. You're like, yeah. Did that just happen? they liked it. They did, and it was like one of the higher end ones. Like, it'd be a breeder kind of snake, and I won it. So that kind of stuff happens too, man. And then those cancel out them bad times any day, every day. That's like awesome stuff. Or the first little girl or little boy holding their first snake ever, and they freaking send you pictures of it a couple months later, and in their little cool cage, and they're holding it. And like, I've had some people keep in contact with me for years, like just send me pictures randomly, like, and do you remember? I'm like, oh, I remember, honey. Like Christine, she's picked up a lot of like kids that hit her up all the time and show her pictures, and that's the shit I love.
I know every once in a while I get updated pictures on different animals that I've sold to other people. A lot of times it is the carpets. A lot of times,
we draw a lot of families, which is good. It's a lot of families with their first time snakes. I don't know what it is about. I think maybe with Christine with the crystals, the way she is, and like the way the snakes are set up. But we have a lot of business, and I'm gonna tell you, like freaking 30% of my business is like brand new people.
I can believe that.
So it's like, I sell more to the newer person or the up and coming breeder than I do to the established breeders. I don't know why. It's just the way we are, because I'm more of a show person than I am an online person.
I'm there with you. I enjoy the show aspect more than the online.
Online,
I like the interaction better, even though like, and Karen and I will disagree on this one all the time. I'm a very shy person naturally.
Yeah.
I don't really just go out of my way to start talking to people. Doing the show and, all this has helped. It's been also a process to help get me out of my little shell.
I'm the same way, man. I only talk to like inner close people, know people.
Yeah.
Introduce to people. The shows have helped. Christine, you want to talk about somebody, Christine. Christine's wild. Christine, come on here. She's wild.
Yeah.
You know her. If you don't know people she don't know, she's quiet as a clam. She's opened up so much because of shows. It changed a lot about how she operates.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah, we would go to like just say a party or something. Like, she didn't really know anybody. She would sit in the corner. Like, that's Christine's personality. She don't want to talk. Like, the shows have opened her up. Same as me, man. I didn't know how to talk to really people. Yeah.
Christine was responding to Tara's thing. Tara said the weird guy across from her at the past show kept coming over and flirting with her whenever Scott wasn't there.
Christine deals with that all the time, and we've had stalkers with her. We've had people like online, crazy, weird stuff, sending pictures and hitting her up. Freaking worried. She worried about people following us home. Wait till I leave the table to come over and like try to talk, all kinds of weird stuff. We said, woman in this kind of world, they really zone in some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, Christine too, the man's world thing she's talking about. You know how many people will come up to the table and just bypass her? She'll start talking and be like, I need to talk to John. Christine knows arguably more about this shit than most bigger breeders I know.
I said, plus like, doesn't she hand like whenever someone's talking to Triforce online? Yep. Isn't it always Christine? Anyway?
And you know why that is though. I don't know how to talk to people online. I'm a very, you're my text groups and stuff. I text like I talk. Very correct, very chopped. I'm a very chopped text. I'm from Norristown. I got an accent. I get whatever. It takes me whatever. I chop words up. Boom. I stutter. I have a stutter, and I have a reach. I have to reach for words and shit. It's a lot of my ADHD. Like, I know what I want to say. It takes me a minute to say it. She's very good at talking to people online. Punctuation, polite. Me, I sound like a dick. Like, I'm like, you want it. Like, whatever. I don't mean it. I'm like, oh shit. She's like, that came out wrong. Let me take this over. Let me fix this said. I'm like, I didn't mean to be that. So I was like, I know, hon. She lived with me forever now, so she knows. But the text don't come out. Yes. It's me. She'll ask me some of the questions. Trust me. Like, I'm sitting there with her, but she's answering them more in a more polite way. I don't know.
I said more polite, proper.
Proper. Yeah, it's not even that. It's proper. I'm very broken.
Was it that? And it may, and this is how I feel on that though, John. I think because we were at the start of the whole cell phone thing, of having to click the button 100 times. So we learned we didn't like clicking the button 100 times to find one letter. If you passed it, you had to go restart the whole process. Like, so we learned to be a lot more choppy, no punctuation, and very direct.
I'm 49.
Of the bullshit we had to deal with. We didn't have the keyboards.
I'm 49, so I got a lot of years on you.
Oh, you do, yeah. 10.
And
well, 11 actually.
I do. It's always inside the group shit. I come from the Stone Age, dude. Like, I'm working with Nate with like computers and shit. And the only thing I know about a computer is what he showed me. 100%. Like, to turn that bitch on, he'd have to show me how to turn that bitch on. Thank God it's on every day. Like, it's literally, it's once I have it, of course I have it. Like, it's like very, very teachable. But I just never had anybody teach me how to do any of this shit. And just like in school, I had I wasn't diagnosed with ADHD in school to that extent, so I did very terrible in school. Like, I have the worthless knowledge. I have everything. You can ask me shit about everything. I'm like, worthless knowledge. It doesn't get me nowhere. But you ask me how to like punctuate a sentence, I'm like,
oh hell no,
no idea where to put that comma, the explanation point, and all that shit. Christine put a text in something the other day. She answered somebody, yes, with explanation point. Yes, I hit the X. I hit the X. She's told me I hit the X because we were in the middle of a program.
I was gonna say, what the hell is she trying to say there? What's solved?
When a program comes up on a screen, it's the minus, the square, or the X, or the minimize, whatever, and the X is to clear it. Well, I was in the middle of a print and I hit the X, and Nathan, he's never experienced that before because he's like, why the fuck did this stop? Like, he's like, I've been doing this for 20 years. The shit just don't stop, John. I'm going, I don't know. He's like, and he was so baffled because, like you said, nobody's ever done it. So, and then Christine's like, I came home and told her, she's like, you hit the X. And it was an inside joke. I went back to Nathan the next day. I was like, bro, I hit the X. He's like, what do you mean you hit the X? Like, I didn't know that meant cancel. X means get the fuck off the screen because I want the other freaking thing up. I didn't know there was a minimize to pull something back up, but it was an inside joke laugh thing, right? And again, you're only good as like what you're taught. Like, and it goes for breeding snakes or doing shows or what to use at shows. You talk to the right people, they'll guide you in the right way. You talk to the wrong people, you can go down a really bad road really quick.
Yeah. Well, some people are also just focused on they want to pad their pockets. They don't care about doing the customer right. They just want to make that money.
They were taught wrong, some of them. Like I said, there's a lot of guys out there that do fairly decently well on snakes that were just taught wrong certain things.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely taught wrong. And I only know this, too, because when we got in this, nobody helped us. And I hit every effing brick wall there was. And the people that did help us weren't good. Like, so I did have slugs, and I did have this, and I did do this. And my snakes were too hot, and my incubator wasn't set up right. I had them on the wrong bedding, and I did this, and I did that. But I wanted to learn how to do it right. So I paid the price. And that's a grind, right? Like, I wanted to quit 100 times, dude, in the beginning. I totally get where people go that way. That's why I try to, are you sure? Like, do you want to go down to 2 snakes, 3 snakes? Just keep a couple? Like, you got into this for a reason. Was it for money? Because when I hear somebody going, I'm getting rid of fucking everything, to me, that's a money thing.
Yeah.
If you still have a house and you still whatever, you're not down to keeping 1 snake, dude. Like, really? You don't have one favorite one? I just can't be bothered with it, bro. You have a lot more problems than the snakes then. Like, you're reaching. Like, something's wrong.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Jason says, I always feel like I need to be more polite. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, with everybody so easily accessible now, you've got to keep that good, polite image going.
That's why I do love doing this show too, because it gets to show, like, some people tune into this that I sold on Morph Market, or they tune into this because they bought a snake off me from a show. And like I said, they get to see a side of me or you or whoever comes on, Chris, a side of what I really am. Like, I'm no holds barred, no bullshit on here. Like, what I am on here, Jeremy will tell you, I am in real life. Like, I don't have a fake cap.
Yeah, there's no alter egos here.
No.
That's what you see, folks, is exactly what you freaking get.
Right. I'm a little, you know what I mean? Like, I'm dealing with a little girl selling a snake. Of course, I'm like using not the word fuck and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm being very polite and whatever. So that's not what I mean by like alter ego shit. But There's no agenda. There's no like, oh, I'm doing this to make money. I'm like, I'm just a snake quarter that freaking loves cutting snakes at Christmas morning every freaking day, and I want everybody to love this shit as much as I do. And I'll tell everybody that crazy shit. I breed as much as I do to keep my freaking craziness going. I love it.
Oh, I'm there with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, John, it is 11 o'clock, brother.
Bro,
it is 11 o'clock. We've been at this for 3 hours. It does not even seem like it's been 3 hours.
No.
But time to shut her down. Kara just got home with the kids, and I'm going to try to sneak up and see Hadley because I have not seen. She's been gone all weekend.
Oh, shit.
So I got to say, what's that?
She's still up?
I think I heard her crying when they walked through the door. So that's why I jerked my head up because it sounded like somebody fell.
All right.
But everybody, the next show that I will be at is August 9th at the Hamburg show there in Morgantown. So come on out. What's that?
We will not be there.
Yeah, John and Christine are slacking this time.
I'm taking August off, man. I taking August off.
Hey, Shauna. But yeah, I will be out at Hamburg. I will have some of the proven breeder females out there with me, along with some of the new babies. So I'll definitely come out, say hi, see what we got. And yeah, next week I will try to make sure we've got a show for next Sunday. No promises. Have to see how this week goes and all that shit. But like I said, we may have some skipping around here a little bit for a little while until I just kind of get my feet back under me a little bit, to say the least. But hopefully I get my shed test results back from Charlie and I can get out the video of the next bang clutch. So that way you guys can see some of those killer babies that are in that, because that definitely was an exciting clutch to cut. Definitely exciting to have them in the rack right now. I look at those suckers every freaking day because two of them just make me scratch my head. like I swear. Yeah. Anyway, I swear it's there, but it's one of those ones. Like Nate told me when I did it, he laughed. He said, "Good luck." Like just good luck figuring that shit out. And he wasn't joking because I sit there and I stare at those suckers every day. It's like I swear I could see it. I swear.
But at least in your situation, they were cool snakes.
Oh, they were, and that's
I can use them. Right. Well, they were cool. Right. You can use them. They're cool looking. They're not like a burden in your way. Going, oh no.
Yeah.
Could have been so much worse, right? Like, so.
They're definite. When you compare them to others, you kind of look at them. You're like, okay, like it's what makes me think that it is there.
At least you didn't make 4 of them, and they were all male.
Well, no, all right. At least two of them. At least the 2 that are in question are females, right. And the one, no matter what, would have probably have stayed anyway because it's basically the all gener. Put it that way, no matter what.
Always be worse, brother.
Yes, it could be. Yeah. But thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Greatly appreciate all the love and support. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Like I said, check us out at Hamburg August 9th. So I was gonna go to Comic-Con Sunday. I'm starting to have second thoughts on that. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll have to see how Hamburg goes if I actually go to Comic-Con or not. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Everybody have an awesome rest of the week. Stay cool depending where you're at. I know it's going to be killer hot here in Pennsylvania for the next, I think it's like 3 days. I think we cool off by Thursday, I think. But if you are working outside, stay cool, guys. Stay hydrated because I know I'm going to be hiding and hoping I'm in my machine all day long for the next 3 days.
I'm going to be 10 pounds lighter when you see me next.
All the sweating. Dude, there's been times where it's like, damn, I'm starting to thin out a little bit. I'm there thinking, it's just all that water weight.
It's all water weight, yep.
Well, anyway, everybody, have an awesome rest of the week, and we will catch you next week, hopefully. So, later.